Eclipsed. Hello, Floppy. Welcome, welcome. Alright, you guys, today we are playing this game that I got my hands on. Two, why are we putting numbers into chat? Also, Floppy, congratulations on being a nerd. I'm just kidding. Congratulations on getting 100. I don't think I've ever received 100 on any like calculus exam ever. Like algebra, geometry, you know, fine. But like calculus is hard AF, and I never bothered to figure that out. Anyways, yes, today we are playing Threads of You, which is this like new dating visual novel by a very small studio. I believe their bio, is it bio? Their studio kind of like bio says they're like a woman-led team. They're kind of from all over the world, so really excited. I think they have a Kickstarter going for this game at the moment. So they only have a portion of the game available to play. So they reached out to me, asked me if I wanted to play the demo and do a little bit of promo. It looked interesting. You know, who doesn't like cute, hot guys? Hello, Hermes. Yes, can I help you? Hermes? What's up? Okay, well, I think my roommate is home. Hermes just ignored me and was like, I think I hear the door. Not hot, not cute, but cute hot? I feel insecure around cute hot guys. I mean, you don't have to. They're just... Do Hermes and your roommate get along well? I believe so. She's really sweet. She'll like... When she notices Hermes has been home and I haven't gotten home from work yet, like without even asking, she's like the sweetest. She'll go and like take Hermes out on a walk. And I think I've seen one time where her partner came over and Hermes went up to him and was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And like, I think her partner really enjoyed giving Hermes scratches. So they both really like Hermes, I think. I don't think they would spend that much time hanging out and scratching Hermes if they didn't like him. So, yes, I think they get along really well. But yes, okay, so today we're playing this demo game and I'm gonna do some... That rules? Yeah, it does! It's very harmonious, I guess. So today we're gonna be doing some voice acting. I'm gonna try to voice all of the like non-voiced lines, and hopefully some of the guys' lines will be voiced. I don't think all of them are. I have not really had a chance to go into the game to check it out yet. So it's gonna be a surprise to me as much as it will be to you. Okay, I'm just gonna like mute that for a second and we're gonna open up the game. Give me 1 second. I think I also need to capture the game on the gameplay screen. Give me 1 second. Threads of You. There it is. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see it. It looks good. I think the screen might be a little bit, hold on, zoomed in. It is. Sorry, it's like super zoomed in. I think for the League of Legends, it didn't grab the whole... I needed to like zoom in for the League of Legends window, so I was just using an old capture. You're asking a dog mom if people like her perfect child. You realize this, right? Of course they love Hermes. He's perfect and he's so good and he's a very adorable baby. Isn't that right? Yes, Pumpkin, come here. Yes, Pumpkin. Pumpkin, come here. Hello. Hello, Hermes. Hi, baby. I love you. I love you. Look at your face. Look at your face. Yes. I was just giving you attention before stream. Okay, baby. I love you. I love you, Hermes. Mwah. Okay, go to your bed. Go to your bed. Good boy. Sorry. I'm here. I'm here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Apparently, my model did not like me turning to the side that much. I see why Princess accepted the sponsor. How dare you? Title makes it look like that first guy is not wearing a swimsuit. I mean, he is. You can kind of see it, can't you? Love the model when it does stuff like that. No, please. Okay. I feel like the game background music is at a good level. So let me know if it's not and we'll make adjustments. But for right now, I think we are good to start the game. Yeah? Okay, that was kind of loud. Was that loud for you guys? My name is Princess. It was loud. Okay. How do I go back? I don't think I can. Well, let's go through character customization and then maybe I can fix that in a second. Let me also, it looks like the chat is covering up. Here, let's do it like this. Move chat a little bit this way. Or maybe over here. Yeah? You guys can be moved just a smidge over here. Looks good? I think it's fine. Alright. It was. So that's what you look like IRL. It's not what I look like. So let's make adjustments. None of these skin colors are really me. Can I change it? Oh, I can. How do I, like, convey... Oh, maybe I can't. I have no idea. Oh, maybe I have to click the... Okay, I have to click the check mark. Okay. Unfortunate that you cannot really... Okay, I think that looks like me. That is definitely like a me. What do you guys think? A me color? Moles. I got lots of moles. I got a mouth mole. Kind of... I got a eye mole. It's kind of on the wrong side, though. What are others? Scars? Markings? I don't have any of those. You finally accepted calling them moles? Aren't they? No, they're beauty marks, but in, you know... Oh, right, moles. Here, okay. Let's remove that one. Okay. My pronouns are she, her. Preferred terms. I mean, based on my pronouns, kind of the same. These are the pronouns and terms I prefer to be addressed by as of the time of filing this form. Brian Baycourt. Alright. Terms of preferences. Oh, interesting. I see. Okay. I guess, like, you can go super... Sure. I guess you can go super specific. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All pronouns. Oh. I see. Feminine. I don't... Okay. What are all these options? Okay. Return. Cool. Okay, so we have the face. Kid, girl, boy. How about you don't refer to me as a child? Yeah, interesting. I guess we'll see. Okay, so what hair do we have? I mean this one, but like if it was swooping the other way. Well, I guess this is the right swoop. Sometimes I can't remember which way my hair swoops. I guess this is fine. Let's change the pink though. Ooh. I think I need it more this way. What are we thinking? Yes? I think like that. It's close? I tried. Okay, so let's go back. And let's pick a cute kind of like, oh, that's too wavy. Cute wavy back hairstyle. That's too much. Also too much. I want short hair. Oh my god, pigtails though? Okay, but that's not me. Also not me. Also not really me. Okay, let's... Do I want dead mom hair? I don't know. The short hairstyle, the top part, like, was too high. The one that, was it this one? No. This one? No. Maybe... It's just not floofy enough. Maybe this will work. This one, the hair is too, like, high up. You know what I mean? Like, it makes me look like I'm from the 80s or something. Need princesses canonical Pantone numbers. Let's fix this. I feel like we can get it closer. Better. I feel like it's kind of more on the gray and maybe push the saturation just a little bit. Okay, maybe that's close. I don't know if that made a difference. Eyes. Okay, what eyes do we want? Oh my god, do we want like cute round eyes or I think those eyes. Makeup? Lashes? I mean, you can't really see. Oh, I like that one. Eye makeup? I don't think I care for eye makeup. Maybe if I... Can I, like, color it? Oh, okay, wait, these are just my eyeballs. If we do brown... Or I guess if we do, like, orangey, it'll look brown. Okay. Makeup. Let's do, like, a brownish tint for makeup. I don't think it even matters. Eyebrows gotta be pink. Okay, I think that works. Eyebrows. Can we have... Yes! My dot eyebrows. Do you have Karen eyes? No, I was... Oh my god, we can have heart. No, it's fine. Hello, Duo. Welcome in. I want to speak to your manager. No, I'm not a manager. Maybe we change our hair. Does our hair look too much like a Karen hair right now? Maybe we change our hair. Why my forehead looks ginormous. Let's fix that. That's the regular hair that I chose, but maybe we do like no, I hate that. I don't like hair covering my face. Do we want to do like a straight bang? I used to have straight banged hair, I think. We can go for like a straight bang hair. I wonder how much time I've spent watching Twitch streamers create characters in games. Hopefully not too much. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. Honestly, I would like this hair if it was like half the size it is right now. Like, I like how the cursor is an ice cream cone. Sorry, I just noticed. But maybe we have long hair, you guys. Maybe Why is it brown? Why is that? Can we like adjust? No, it has weird clipping. Maybe if we do other, it'll give me like, or extras. I think maybe it's just because it's still a, you know, it's still in demo phase. It's just weird brown right here. I'm used to it being a lengthy process, and I don't even blame them. It takes me a while too. Yeah, I mean, we gotta, like, if this is gonna represent me as the player character, like, I want it to look like me, you know what I mean? I guess I can do that. That works. Okay, what do we want to wear? Oh my god, what? How many things are... I mean, that's kind of cute. What about this one? A turtleneck? Maybe this. This is kind of cute. I also like the off-the-shoulder look. Not a huge fan of the crop top, but like the off-the-shoulder or like even this. There's not even close to a... They're not even close to a Karen now. Good, because I'm not a Karen. Boyfriend sweatshirt. Boyfriend sweatshirt. Where would that even be? I don't see a loose, like... Oh, outerwear. Oh, cute. Wait, hold on. This is a cardigan. Okay, wait. If there's outerwear and innerwear, maybe we go super, like, basic for innerwear. Something like... Even like this kind of like crop top. Oh my god, wait, we can change the color too. Let's make the inner shirt be like a nice, cute, like yellow color. Can I like get rid of the, hold on. Can I get rid of the outerwear? Okay. Let's make a cute, nice, like yellow, kind of creamish shirt. Okay, and then let's do outerwear. Oh my god, wait, this is so cute. You look like a young Japanese single mom. Oh no, a young Japanese single mom is so specific. Oh my god, a slouchy cardigan? Okay. Wait. A hoodie. I don't like the hoodie with the hair. I like the slouchy cardigan. What about this one? Like even a kind of puffy sweater? I don't know, man. I don't know, you guys. I kind of am digging the slouchy cardigan. Oh my god. Let's do this one. Neutral, like... Oh. Wow. Hold on. Okay, let's keep that there. Outerwear. Why don't we do the outerwear, like, kind of like brownish, orangey for the season? A camel color. Okay, and then prints. What are prints? Oh, what's this? Oh, this is just like a graphic, right? I don't think we need prints. Okay, we're good. She looks sad, like the burden of motherhood has ruined her life. There's no mouth. Wait, was there mouth? Oh wait, there was mouth. Okay. Okay. I like the little smile lipstick. No lipstick, none. Okay. So mouth, moles, others. Okay. Okay. My mouth changed. I'm smiling. The clothes. Oh my god, glasses! We gotta do glasses. What about a different shade of lipstick? I mean, we could try. Mouth. Lipstick. We could, what, do like the lightest shade of like orangey pink. What do you guys think? Like that color there. I think that looks okay. Maybe that looks okay. All right, we're okay. We're rocking, we're rolling. Glasses. No. Maybe these ones. I do like the round ones as well. Let's make them gold, though. Oh, it's really light. Hold on. How can I make these glasses? I mean, I can kind of make them yellow? Orangey yellow? You can't really see. The, like, thing is so dark. Okay, fine. Piercings. Left, right, mouth piercings. No, I'm okay. Earrings, though? I do like earrings. Oh my god, look how cute. Oh, but it gets in the way of the hair. Maybe no piercings. None. None, thank you. Oh, bandage? No. No, it's fine. I don't need a bandaged face. Accessories. Are accessories childish? Oh, but these are so cute. Oh my god, but these are so cute. Can I fill this bald spot on my head? What? Where can I fill this bald spot? I think it's just maybe how... Okay. It's okay, you guys. It's just a demo, okay? It's just a demo. They gotta fix things. Oh my god, but that's so cute. The books. Oh my god, paw prints! Wait, but bones. But paw prints. But... I don't know. Flowers are also cute. Paw prints. I don't know. I just really like these paw prints. What color should they be? Like a yellow? I kind of like pink, but that's just too much pink. What if we do like Ever's favorite color? Kind of like a tealish green. It kind of pops on my hair. No, maybe it pops too much. Let's do a yellowish orange color. Is Princess raging that she can't perfectly be herself in this game already? No, not raging. Now they're Blue's Clues. Right now, I see that this is Princess X Tari. Kind of is. Okay. Well, maybe I want the hair clips to be a little bit brighter. Okay. Okay, so hair clips, headwear. Oh my god, we can have ears. No thank you though, actually. Headband? Okay, a hat? I'm not a hat girly. I could be a hat girly. Oh my god, look at this. So cute! Okay, that's fine. Neck. Ooh, a choker? A necklace? I don't wear any of these things. Okay, that's fine. Back. Oh my god, I could have wings. Oh no, my hair is covering it. I could have a tail! No, my hair is covering it. Pins. Oh, you can have a little, like, gender identity pin. That's cute. Okay, I don't need pins. Okay! Are we sure it's her? Did Princess possibly get an older, pop culture reference? That's a shame. Anyway, this is stuff that Princess likes. This is the princess that likes sweet stuff. Okay, we're ready. Okay, you guys, this is it. This is happening. Ready? That's me! Saturday. Log auto. What is this? Can I like click this? Oh my god, it's so loud. Okay. I don't know that I can change it. Oh my god, look at all these contacts that I shouldn't be able to see yet. I don't know who they are. Location that I don't know yet, actually. Oh my god, it's a Lavengram. These people that I should know. Blasted burnt popcorn with garlic powder and paprika. Is this umami? I found a sand pail at the beach today. Did somebody lose it? That's... Your phone comes preloaded with hot people. Press the volume buttons on the phone. Unfortunately, that does not work, actually. That is quite an immersive thing, though, if they were to put it in. See you in Peachleaf Valley! Replaying Eternal Blessing of the Stars until I get home from work. I still love Henry so much! OMG! Whoever gave Hero his password back, trust they- I shouldn't be doing this while I'm driving, by the way. I fully realize I'm in a car and I have my phone out. Am I pulled over on the side of the street? This is dangerous. Whoever gave Hero his password back, trust they will be dealt with. Let us know if you need anything else from us. XOXO. Threads of you, more like threads of ew. Get beyond the bay and come stay in my bunker instead. That's where the real party happens. Evermore is supposed to keep me out of trouble, and yet they gave me back my password. Stars are waiting. Google what's hottie in Italian. C'est la vie. I cooked 3 Indomies. I love Indomie. Google, is it healthy to sleep 2 hours per night? End of feed. Okay. How do I help? How do I leave? Help. Help. How do I turn my phone off? Help. Oh, okay, I just hit escape. Okay, it's fine. We're okay. You aren't driving. You aren't even in the proper seat. You let out a loud, drawn-out yawn. The first of many since you've started this long drive. One of your favorite songs plays quietly in the background as you drum your fingers on the steering wheel. Wait, what's everyone's song in the car? I'm gonna be very stereotypical, and I'm gonna say for me, it's, California girls are unforgettable. Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top. Is channeling the center console? It's true, the way it looks right now, we are in the middle. Uma Musume songs in the car. Ah, the Umas. Son, welcome in. How are you? Hiding in pain? Through that smart duo. An unwed nursery teacher. Dawn's barely left and the sun is peeking through the horizon. The rest of the sky is still asleep with an array of dark blues and purples. The summer breeze is gentle but not too warm, so you roll down your windows all the way to enjoy it brush against your face. Now, you normally don't get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and tackle a 600-mile drive, but you've been planning this little excursion for a while. The main reason is because you don't have much to do during summer break. A road trip to your hometown sounded like a pretty good idea, so you went with it. 600 miles is insane. Isn't that like 2 days of driving? I would die. I don't drive, but I imagine I'd get sick of any song quickly. Oh, I listen to like the same 5 songs on my playlist in the car. Plus, you do feel a bit homesick. Not that you'd admit that to your parents. Oh my god, it's me! Thankfully, I found a rental. Son, thank you for gifting us up to Eclipse. Thank you, thank you. Eclipse, I hope you enjoy the ad-free viewing courtesy of... Wait, did I say it right? Eclipsed? I hope you enjoy the ad-free viewing and channel emotes courtesy of Sun. Thanks, I deserve it. It's only 2 days of driving in Southern California traffic. It is. I mean, like, from SoCal to NorCal is 300 miles, and that takes about 8 hours to drive, so... yeah. Like, I feel like 600 miles would be, obviously, anywhere from 15 to 18 hours. Thankfully, I found a rental with bargain wheels that I can use for the month instead of catching flights back and forth. Not only that, it'll save me the trouble of taking my parents' car. You shudder to think about how that would go down with your parents. It's been decades, and they both still love that old navy blue minivan to pieces. Sometimes you think they love it more than you. God knows what would happen if you had to borrow it and anything happened to it. So, this was the safest and cheapest choice. You glance outside your car window and take in the view of the ocean. The sky begins to light up from the sun and turn a cheerful bright blue with a few scattered clouds idly floating around. I've been on some pretty brutal road trips. Like by yourself, or do you like trade off? I've only ever driven kind of like by myself up and down California, except for the off-Kai trip, but I was still the only person driving. So and not that, okay, I don't want to specify that my friends offered to drive. I was just like, absolutely not. No one can drive, Buzz, except for me. Sorry. See, 2.5 minutes ago? Oh, I mean, like, maybe you don't drive now, but maybe before you used to drive. Waves softly roll across the ocean surface to greet the beginning of a new day. You can't think of anything better to watch in the morning. It's been a calm drive. You've got your best hits playlist, some of your favorite snacks, and you're free for the summer. As you hum along to the next track, you start planning where you should stop for lunch. Now, where was that list you had on your phone? Excitement bubbles up in your chest. Even with a long drive, you can't wait to start this new summer adventure. Oh! Or so you thought. That doesn't sound good. The smell of burning rubber floats through the windows. Double not so good. The dashboard lights flicker. Your music stutters a few times before continuing. Wait, can we... Okay. Oh, why am I all the way on this lot? Let's save here. Can we return to title screen, save menu, load menu, preference menu? Okay, we can change here. Music is okay. Maybe sound needs to get down just a little bit. I don't know. Okay, let's do 15. I don't know how loud the voice is yet, so maybe we keep it there. I've never been licensed to drive. Not optimistic about ever getting licensed. Oh, well, I'm sorry that you've been on brutal road trips then. It sucks being a passenger and not having, like, any control over that. This is some detour from her nursery school. The dashboard lights flicker. Your music stutters a few times before continuing. With a pit in your stomach, you glance down to see those familiar, menacing signs appear behind your steering wheel. Check battery and check engine stare right back at you, mockingly. I will say, knock on wood, I've never seen a check engine light on my car, but to be fair, my car is still pretty new. It's like a 2017 Corolla, so that thing is gonna last me for the rest of my life, let's be real. Especially if crammed into the backseat of a hatchback for pretty much the entire day. Oh, Eclipse, I'm so sorry. Okay, I just need to turn off some things and pray it'll last me. You make quick work of shutting off your music, AC, and GPS. That's when the steering wheel locks on you, and you immediately tense up. Oh crap. Despite your panic, you manage to guide the car to the side of the road. You silently thank whoever is watching over you that the roads are empty. You turn on the hazard lights with a frustrated button press. Okay, don't panic. Maybe if I let it sit for a bit, I can try to start it again. 10 minutes tick by before you try again. And again. And again. The engine weakly tries to come back to life, only to sputter and die. The lights go off with it, and now you're sitting in a dead car. Great. So there goes that idea. Anything else you got for me? The car shudders slightly before it starts to roll forward slowly. You really had to go and say something, didn't you? But it doesn't get too far as the car suddenly comes to a stop with a little thud. With some luck, it seems like you've run into a small ditch to stop you from rolling to your death. Making the steering wheel lock up is the worst part of playing with your parents' car as a kid. Wait, what do you mean? I've never played with my parents' car like that. What does it mean when the steering wheel locks up? I don't know what it means! Oh, I see. Okay, that's why. Without a second thought, you pull on the emergency brake so that doesn't happen again. Okay! It's fine. Now, I just need to handle this. You take a deep breath and take your phone out. The service is spotty, but hopefully it'll last you long enough to make this call. You reach for the glove compartment and pop it open to find Bargain Wheel's emergency roadside contact slip. Here goes nothing. After 4 agonizingly long rings, you're connected with a representative. She asks for all the necessary information and puts you on hold to run everything through their system. Here I was hoping to do some sightseeing at some stops. So much for that idea. Your grumbling is cut off when the representative returns. Just know I'd be sitting in the driver's seat, car off course, turning the wheel a lot, pretending to drive, and then it gets stuck. Oh, I see. I understand. Thank you for holding. I've confirmed your information. All I need is your location, and I'll be able to dispatch a licensed Bargain Wheels partner mechanic to you. Great. Okay, so according to my GPS, I'm at... You read off the location and wait for her confirmation. The line is silent. You get that sinking feeling in your gut again. Hello? Can you hear me? No response. You take a look at your phone, finding the screen off and unresponsive to your touch. Oh, for God's sake! Of course your phone also dies, the cherry on top of this shit Sunday. Is this an accurate depiction of Princess dealing with a crisis, or is there more crying? Oh no, there would be... I wouldn't even call the representative first. If my car... Okay, here's the order of operations. If my car breaks down and the check engine light goes off, I'm going to pull my car off to the side of the road. I'm immediately going to call Ever and cry and be like, please help me, my car is broken. And then I would tell her where I am. And then she would be like, okay, now here's what you need to do. You called it. Better than my sibling, though. They switched gears, got it rolling out and into the neighbor's driveway. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Of course, your phone... Oh, I already read this line. Okay. I really hope she got the location before the call dropped. You might as well be trapped on a remote island at this point, but your parents raised you better than to quit at the first sign of failure. Or at least that's what you're trying to tell yourself. The battery's definitely dead. It never fully charged my phone, even though I've had it plugged in for over an hour. You try to decide your next move, maybe popping open the hood to check? Before you can make up your mind, you swear you hear something outside. Your round of suffering is repaid in full with the sight of a vehicle approaching on the other side of the road. Flag it down. Oh my god, there's actually people on this road at this time of day! Without much thought, you honk your car's horn several times while waving at the car. Come on, please! Hello, Ash. Welcome in. My wife is the same way. She has all the information on the glove compartment, but she always calls me first. I'm similar to your... I was about to say, I'm your wife, and I'm like, nope, don't say that. I'm similar to your wife. You watch as the door opens and out steps a tall man. Despite his height and the sunglasses hiding his eyes, you don't feel that unusual anxiousness around strangers. You can't put a finger on it, but the way he holds himself makes you feel a bit at ease. Maybe even safe? It's a weird thing to say about a total stranger on the side of the road, but you always trust your gut. He approaches your car, giving the door a gentle knock. This man doesn't exude anxiousness? Somehow, definitely a smoke show, I see. If you haven't played it, Cafe Enchanté is peak otome game. I just started it, and my god, everyone is hot. I have not even heard of Cafe Enchanté. Car full of hot, tall men. Yeah, it's true. The man leans in, slipping the shades off his face. you're greeted by one of the hottest guys you've seen in a long time. Your gut is doing you good as you inwardly cheer for yourself. Oh no, he's hot. Lady gamers call it like the Hallmark movie of otome games. 10 out of 10 would recommend. His warm his warm brown gaze twinkles in the morning sun. You expect a church choir to start singing in the background as he smiles at you. But you have to play it cool. He's still a complete stranger, even if he's ridiculously hot. Mom taught you better than that. The man lays an arm across the open window, giving you a better view of his face close up. You can see a scar running down his face, along with a few others scattered around his neck and arm.
Hey there.
Whoa.
Is everything all right?
Shit, hold on. That voice was really loud. Hold on. That was... okay. A little too much. We need to turn your voice down, sir. Let's do it, like, right 25. Okay. No, she didn't! My mom didn't teach me nothing. His eyebrows. What eyebrows? He could kill a CEO with those eyebrows. Where do I buy this game? It's a demo right now. For science? Yeah, if you look up Threads of You, I believe they have a Kickstarter. So they are looking for backers for their game. So yeah. Please look them up. I think you can access the demo. I'm not sure. Double check their website because a lot of things have been changing in the recent weeks since I've looked at their website.
I noticed your hazard lights and figured I'd check to make sure.
Hold on. Is it too soft now? I feel like it's a little too soft. Let me bump it up just a little bit more. I could really use a hand, please! Not really. My car battery's dead and I'd really appreciate some help. I was about to go and pop open the hood to check myself, but then you showed up, thankfully. He offers you a sympathetic look and nods in understanding.
I'm sorry to hear about that. Do you need help jumping it?
Okay, I've got cables in my trunk. Just let me turn my car around and I can get that going for you. Gulps! Fanatics and bisexual! I'd really appreciate that. Before you came along, I was trying to call the rental company to get some roadside assistance. But my phone died just as I was giving her my location. What a crazy stroke of luck, huh? Sounds like you've been through a lot.
Here, why don't you borrow my phone and make that call again?
Let me just put my number in your phone. I'll trust people who are conventionally attractive. I guess. I do. I trust people unless you give me a reason not to trust you, you know? Like, why go around living life, like, suspecting people all the time? I fully trust this man with my life. Are you sure? I'm asking a lot from you as a total stranger. He shakes his head, handing you his cell. To be fair, this would make sense as the intro to a slasher pick. No, it's a nice, cute romance visual novel.
Oh, and my name's Gene Williams. Just Gene is fine.
You give an awkward nod of acknowledgement. I'm Princess.
We're not total strangers now, right?
Why did the voice get so soft? Gene flashes you another warm smile.
Just sit tight and make that phone call while I move my car.
Oh, and make sure to pop open the hood. This better not be Sayu! I has the demo. Let's go, Ash! Inconsistent levels. Yeah, it is a demo. They are still working to develop the game. So we are, you know, getting a very incomplete experience. But, you know, I mean, I like what I see so far. I'm gonna be honest. He leaves you to it and heads back to his car. You dial the number and almost cry when you hear the voice of a representative pick up. Making quick work of providing the information again, you also ask if you could get a replacement vehicle. The representative puts you on hold while she looks into it. You wait, tapping a finger on the steering wheel. 12 minutes tick by and your tapping speed increases with each passing minute. It's taking longer than I thought. The other one I backed was Killer Chat, which was so much fun. What was that one about? There's no way I got disconnected again, right? You peek at the phone screen. Your shoulders slump in relief as it lights up, still on the call screen. Hello, thank you for holding. Unfortunately, all rentals in nearby locations have been reserved. I apologize for the inconvenience. There might be cancellations, so please give us a call back tomorrow. Oh, okay. I'll try that then. Are you sure there's nothing else we can do in the meantime? I'm afraid not. However, we may be able to cover the repair costs. May? I definitely should cover the repair costs. I didn't do this. In addition, we can reimburse you for emergency accommodations. Of course, this will depend on the limits based on your coverage. Well, that's better than nothing. Thanks. Sayu's friends are always skeptical when they play a game to make sure it's not Sayu before simping for the character. Oh, I see. You are a writer and accidentally end up in serial killer chat room. You have to pretend to be a serial killer so they don't figure you out and, well, kill you. But as you progress and understand them, you can end up dating one of them. Oh, I see. Interesting. Ash. Thought that was a scaling proc gen mountain. What does that mean? Oh, it's peak. I see. Procedurally generated. I see. This is nothing about me, okay? You notice Gene waving at you. He mimes the action of turning on the ignition, so you grab your key. We have a nearby contractor that has been dispatched to you. Do you have any other questions for me? You insert the key and silently pray. Nope, that's it. Thank you. You're given the typical end of call company shtick before you hang up. With bated breath, you turn on the ignition. The car sputters and miraculously starts. You break out into a grin while letting out a little whoop of victory. You see Gene giving a thumbs up before he exits his car. Whoa, what happened? Why is the lighting so different? I can see the appeal. I know many women that love true crime stuff. I mean, I wouldn't want to date a serial killer, though. You hop out of yours, practically skipping towards him to hand him his phone back. You're a lifesaver. Thank you so much again. I also got in contact with them, and they have someone coming to get my car checked out. Oh, is it because he wasn't talking that he was, like, in, like, a more disabled PNG? Is that vitiligo, or is he crying, or is his foundation running? I think it's scars. I think they mentioned he has scars. That's great news. Where were you headed, by the way? I was on my way to Sunny Cove Valley. That's a bit of ways from here. I'm on my way back to Brine Bay. Oh, where's that? I never got a proper look at my surroundings on the GPS before it died. It's the town nearest to us and where I live. I just got off work, actually. My office is in the next town, so I have to make the drive. I'm headed to SCV to visit my hometown for summer vacation. Or, that was the plan before, you know. That must have been a pretty bad scare out of the blue, huh? You have no idea, but thanks again for the help. His shoulders drop as he lets out a sigh of relief. The smile on his face widens, looking genuinely happy to have helped. It's a rare sight to see someone like him nowadays. Dexter is hot? What if they're only killing bad people? I don't know. That's kind of scary in any situation. So, did you have any particular plans for your vacation? I did have some spots I wanted to stop by to take photos and try out the local food. My friends begged me to get them souvenirs too. Do you think a postcard is good enough? Gene snorts, his face scrunching up adorably. Maybe a fridge magnet would be good. I have plenty of those from my visits to other towns. I ran out of room on the fridge, so I had to put some away. With your phone dead and nothing else to do, you two fall into a brief conversation about random, mundane things. You lose track of time, pausing mid-sentence as another car ambles down the road. It peels off the street, parking just a spot or two away from Gene's. Headlights go out and his engine sputters out. Quietly enough, you half wonder if you should be worried about his car instead. He steps out and the first thing you see is red. Ah, another love interest. Who are these hot men? Why are they all appearing at the same time? With a toolbox in hand and his hand adjusting a utility belt as he approaches, it's an easy guess that he's the mechanic. Is the forest just full of hot men? I mean, yeah, this is basically what this game is. Or a really overly prepared do-gooder like Gene, maybe. He nods at you with recognition when you flag him down with a wave. He smiles. An easy, lopsided thing meant for his damsel in distress. He's damn cute for a mechanic. Maybe in your next life, you could be the car instead. Oh, so it's not I can fix him, it's he can fix me?
Gene?
Oh, so that smile wasn't meant for you. With a two-fingered salute and the tools scattering around in his belt, his vague tension in Gene's expression all but fades. That really says all that you needed to know about the two. They're acquainted. Friends, maybe? That's something to be glad for, you hope. The MC is cruising, or he can ride you. Like, this is obviously a deserted path. There's no street lights.
You're competing with my folks? Say it isn't so.
Got some more car trouble for me? Right, I happened to come across Princess here having some car trouble and stopped to help.
Yeah, I can just pack it up and go home then.
Hard to believe we're going to find 4 to 5 hot guys that are all into us. It's true, very difficult to believe. They're all cruising, then a troublesome woman happened to appear. What did I say about a slasher? No, they're perfectly innocent. Kai, the car? The mechanic exaggeratedly rolls his eyes. His head tips back, coupled with a lazy roll of his shoulders. His face all but says, "What are you going to do?" before he finally stands at attention. Gene's quiet snicker doesn't go unnoticed.
All right. Let me take a look.
He, Kai, by Gene's unintended introduction, takes a quick glance at the license plate and a crumpled piece of paper in his hand. You're... yeah. The paper is neatly folded and tucked away into his back pocket before he extends a hand to you in greeting.
Nice to meet you. And sorry. I'm Kai.
My garage is the closest and we work with Bargain Wheels. He produces the laminated license in short order to presumably convince you he's actually working with them. The logo's bright and colorful. Beside his equally bright and colorful face, with his name in slightly fading font, Kai Nguyen? Nguyen? His last name is Nguyen? He's Vietnamese? Hello? They're all here for each other. Princess is meddling. No, I'm not meddling. I have a friend who has played so many live-action FMV dating games, usually in Chinese. Oh, that's cute. Red hair and tats? I'm sold. Wait, there's still more hot men. You can't decide this early, Ash. It's like filling up on the first thing you see at a buffet. Okay, we're not ready to load our plate up with these foods yet. You gotta see all your options. You know, like when you go to a buffet, you have to like take a walk around the restaurant first to see what the good food is, and then you go around with a plate and you put all the good food on your plate. Buffet, are we eating these men? Princess the Predator? No, I'm not a predator. You're right, but like, what's his personality? I'm here for yandere and tsundere. Alright, so can you tell me what happened here? My car exploded. More helpfully. We're so eating today. We're objectifying people today. I mean, that's the whole point of dating games, right? As you walk him through what happened, Kai takes a loop of your car. His hands live in his pockets as he hums and ahs in between every new and inadvertent disaster. We've been trying to let it charge for a bit after I jumped her car. Sounds like it could be a battery issue. How long's it been charging? About 15 minutes. Let's try disconnecting it and having Princess drive for a bit. We'll be right behind you. If you're sure. You're in good hands. Kai knows what he's doing. I'm partial to Gene. I like his Top Gun drip. Dating games are reparations, okay? Get your hands out of your pockets, pervert! The cables are disconnected and swiftly put away as the three of you pile into your respective cars. Something like hope bubbles inside you as you turn on the ignition, and it quickly becomes optimism when everything lights up. The tires roll forward, the radio clicks on, and then it stutters out, and you think you can hear its final gasp as you pull the brake. The window doesn't even roll down anymore when Gene and Kai approach. Oh my god, Hermes is scratching at his bed. Oh my god, his butt is up in the air, his face is on his bed, and he's just like rubbing his face into the ground. Thank you for giving me the YouTube views, Ash. I appreciate it. Beetle Ian says he's just trying to hide his wrist from Princess. How dare he hide those wrists from me? I think the FMV games feel weird for that because the live actors make it feel more objectifying. Plus, each one has to have one with a really childish look and personality. What is FMV game? Do you mean like Farm Merge Valley? The only thing that I can think of. His ab-like wrists. Full motion video. Oh, definitely not Farm Merge Valley. I don't think I would ever play a dating game that had like real people. I think that crosses for me the line where it's like, oh, this is just, you know, pretend and like for play. You know what I mean? There's an FMV game my wife is playing right now. It's a Chinese period drama and it's so funny. It's pretty much a choose your own adventure princess. Hello, Yoane. Welcome in. How are you? I did not know full FMV stood for full motion video. FMV murder mystery games are peak. I come into full lotion video? No, full motion. Motion with an M. Motion like Mary. The window doesn't even roll down anymore when Gene and Kai approach, but welcome in, Yoane. Hello. Well, there goes that. Let me take a closer look. Popping open the hoods, just reflexive now as Kai reviews its interiors and you deflate into the driver's seat, the tiniest bit more defeated than earlier. Quiet on YouTube? No worries. We love our lurkers. I really appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Actually, let me hide the logo because it seems like there's going to be maybe important info in the top left there.
Oh.
I think I know what it is. You do? Looks like there isn't any damage to the battery, but you're telling me it's not holding the charge? Might be an alternator issue. I'll get this towed to the shop and have a full diagnostics run just to make sure. Full lotion video? I can't even access that in my state anymore. Is your state one of those that like requires age verification with a driver's license or something? I bet the tow guy is also hot. I mean, isn't he the tow guy? Let me make a call. It'll be a bit, so, you know, hang tight. Oh, is it going to be a while? I'm still watching, y'all. Chrono's like, best behave. Chrono is gasoline toast, by the way. Chrono's like, you best behave over here on YouTube. Toe guy or toe guy? I'll see myself out. Heard hentai instead of hang tight. No! Going to do my best to make sure it's not. Gene waves him off before shooting you a tacitly sympathetic look. Sorry that jump didn't work out. Don't be. I'm just glad someone stopped, you know? If it's alright with you, I can give you a lift to town. What? No, I can't put you out like that. It was already enough that he stopped and tried to help. Asking more than that just seemed rude. It's okay. Whatever the three of us, can the three of us, sorry, I'm like having a hard time reading your comment, Duo. Duo says, oh, whatever can the three of us do while we wait? Wow, it'd be a shame if the tow guy was hot and had a different hair color. Give me a lift to your cabin in the middle of the woods, please. We never be rude in video game settings. You're flustered, princess. I am. It's okay. Hey, you two. Sorry to interrupt, but I just need you to confirm some info with the towing company. Kai hands you his phone and you relive the same conversation a fourth time. Yes to that, no to this, and a bunch of other responses in between. By the time it's over, you're just about done with phone calls for the rest of the day. Maybe even for the rest of the week. Gene digs out his keys, quickly hitting the lock button until his car gives a cheerful beep. So, how does that ride sound? I'd really like that. If that's the case, let's share contacts. Gene can take you into town while I wait here. I'll give you a call once your car's in the shop. You nod, reading out your phone number to him. He jots down his number on a slip of paper and hands it to you. 949-777-7777, obviously. They both offer to help move your things to Gene's car. Everything gets loaded in his backseat in no time. Kai is definitely going to smell your car? What a freak! No! It's not even my car, Duo. It's like the rental companies. Writing down notes. If Princess breaks down on road, show up and lean in through the window. Flirt intensely. Am I doing this right? Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. They both offer to help you move your things to Gene's car. Everything gets loaded in his backseat in no time. Enjoy the bear maze. I'll see you later, Kai. Stay safe out here. Kai gives him the same salute from earlier and waves him off. Just as you reach the passenger side door, Gene's right there to open the door for you. You mumble your thanks and get in, feeling a bit flustered. Gene gets into his side as soon as you're properly buckled in. Princess, do you come with a broken car? Don't do that to me unless you're extremely hot. It's okay, you'd be immune to my charms anyway. I'm not Jump King, it's true. My one and only true love is Jump King. All set? You double check your seatbelt before giving him a nod. He turns on the radio to some popular station you've heard of and peels off into the road. The windows are slightly rolled down and you get that lovely breeze you were enjoying earlier. It's almost as if nothing ever happened and you're back on the road headed to your hometown. That is, until you hear Gene's humming slowly pick up in volume from beside you. You glance over at him as he continues to hum along, tapping his fingers on the steering wheel. He notices you staring and jolts, clearing his throat. His cheeks look just the tiniest bit red. Better be as I write a Jump King dating game for Princess. She's not judging the contents of his car. This is unrealistic. Sorry, force of habit. I'm used to driving alone, so I ended up doing what I usually do to pass the time. No, it's okay. By the way, you and Kai seem to know each other pretty well. Do you know each other from work, or...? You could say that. I'm usually sending my patrol car to him for tune-ups or repairs. Oh, are you a police officer? ACAB! Sheriff, actually. It's a bit different from a police officer. I won't get into it, though. I wouldn't want you falling asleep on me. Oh, wrong voice. If you're up for answering some things, I've got a question or two. The Jump King dating game is just a Jump King map where you have to reach Jump King and enjoy a tea date. That sounds so cute. I would play that. Hey, Gab! Really? Ask away, then. What's Brine Bay like? You said you lived in Brine Bay, right? I never get a chance to check out cities aside from a pit stop, so I'm curious. It's a humble little town with a great community. Nothing crazy happens nowadays, but I like it that way. It's a big step up from how it was when I was growing up there. Was it really that bad before? I read that as Brine Boy? I'm getting flustered? Princess has Hime bangs here? Yeah, a little. Did my previous message only show up then? It did on stream. Wait, what do you mean? Which message? Jumping her bones, a Jump King Lemon? What the heck is that? His brows furrow at the question. It was definitely tough. Not the best place to raise a family or settle down, that's for sure. It was just a joke, but it's weird to me that it took a while to go through, apparently. Oh, I'm not sure. I think sometimes when I look back, I only read a few messages that I see that I notice are new, but my eyes could have just glanced over it accidentally. My apologies. Twitch has been acting weird all week. I don't really use Twitch outside of streaming. I put it on in the background, but I don't really, I couldn't tell you. Keeps dropping messages for me. I mean, I'm basing it on the on-stream chat. Oh, yeah, I feel like the on-stream chat should be pretty accurate to what I'm seeing on my side. Strange. Thought it was Jean's nickname to Kai, Brine Boy. He seems to notice your growing unease at his description and relaxes his expression into a reassuring smile. Well, I promise you that you'll be safe while you're in town. Sheriff's honor. Well, if the sheriff himself says so, I'll make sure to find you if I run into any problems. That's what I'm here for. I doubt you'll end up in any trouble. Unless you are a troublemaker, that is. Do I look like a troublemaker? I mean, you don't see me jumping for joy at the fact that I'm stranded in the middle of nowhere. No, it's just a joke. I'm not judging you. I wouldn't blame you if you did, I guess. He gives you an apologetic smile. Both of you fall into a bunch of different conversations as the radio continues to play softly in the background. The sun is higher up in the sky now, floating in a sea of clear blue. You pass by a slightly fading sign that reads, "Welcome to Brine Bay," before Jean makes a right. The car slows down a bit just as it enters the town streets. Buildings varying in size and color surround you. The backdrop of the ocean in the distance is breathtaking. There aren't as many people as you're used to seeing. The morning work crowd is waiting for a bus while some go on foot. Everyone seems to be going at their own pace and isn't in a rush or scrambling to get somewhere. It's a good change of pace with its coastal and cozy energy. The town feels like it's just barely getting up along with its citizens. Is this a dating sim or just a visual novel? I think it's kind of a visual novel dating sim. I think you can date all the guys, so I guess there's different storylines. Otome game? Welcome in show, by the way. Maybe Ash and I are on global watch lists. Here we are. Welcome to Brine Bay. I've been meaning to ask, but were you in a rush to head to SCV? Not really. I accounted for pit stops and sightseeing. Why? Well, since you're here and need to wait for Kai, why not do some of that? It's not a huge town, but it has plenty to do if you look around. There's the arcade, plenty of places to eat, or maybe the beach? The sound of your luggage being jostled makes you look at the back seat. I'd love to, but maybe I should find some place to put my stuff down first? Somewhere I can stay a night or two would be nice. I know just the place. It's called the Coral Inn, and it's a great rest spot. The one who runs it is an old friend of mine. Just a fair warning, he's not exactly that receptive towards tourists or unfamiliar faces, but he's a nice guy. Isn't that bad for business? Since he's running an inn? Jean shakes his head, huffing out a fond laugh. You'd think that, but he makes it work. The car turns into a smaller street and approaches a parking lot. Oh, look at this quaint little hotel! You look past the lot to see a pleasant two-story building painted white with light teal roofing. Jean parks in a spot near the main entrance and shuts off the engine. You unbuckle your seatbelt and crack open the door, getting ready to step out to grab your luggage.
Hey.
Let me help you with that. He's quick on his feet, hopping out of the car before you can utter a word. Looks like the Bates Motel. I don't know what that is. At his insistence, he carries your luggage for you as you two walk into the lobby. It has a bit of a chic flair alongside the cozy vibe, with framed photos of runway designs all along the walls. Speaking of, you walk up to the check-in desk where a man is idly flipping through a fashion magazine. Dante, how's business been? Dante looks up and sets his reading down, a smirk forming on his lips. Like usual. I have no idea what voice to give this man. No matter how charming the owner is, don't. Well, it's a dating sim, you guys. We're supposed to go after every man we see. He turns to you and greets you with the same laid-back smile. Welcome to Coral Inn. The name's Dante. We're not a bed and breakfast, in case you're wondering. He's an old friend of mine from high school and the manager here. This is Princess. She got into some car trouble and needs to stay here for a bit while Kai takes a look at her car. I know it's sudden, but do you think you could do me a favor and try to help her out with her accommodations? I don't know, man. I'm already cutting it close to my margins this bill cycle. Oh, no worries. I have a card so I can pay. The rental company told me I'll be reimbursed for emergency accommodations after my stay, so it's all good. Cool. We've got all the amenities you'd ever want. Wi-Fi, air conditioning, and running water. Really extravagant stuff. I mean, what else could someone ask for? You'd be surprised. Some clientele really like glitz and glamour, but don't have enough to cough up for hotels in the next town. Hell, one guy wanted a personal sauna and jacuzzi. I almost laughed in his face. How many men can you be with at once before it's considered a gangbang? Not a question that I've ever considered. A ringtone interrupts your conversation and Gene takes out his phone, excusing himself to answer it. Well, that about covers it. Would you like a room? Yes, please. You hand him your card and he starts tapping away at his keyboard. He prints out a form for you to sign, handing back your card along with a room key. You're all set. Have a nice day. He seems to really want to get back to his magazine because the moment he finishes, he picks it back up, flipping until he reaches a certain page. You thank him and head over to Gene. It sounds like he's finishing up the call as he hangs up the moment you walk up beside him. He turns to you and smiles even though there's a pinch to his brows now. His shoulders look just as tense as his jaw, so you give him a worried look. Is everything okay? Oh, yeah, nothing to worry about. I'm sorry, but I'll have to leave earlier than I wanted to. That was from the station. I need to book it back there for something. Oh, that's fine. I'm sure we'll see each other again at some point. We will. I'll make sure to drop by if I can. Try to enjoy your stay while you're here. Make sure not to get too crazy, though. You wave at him as he rushes toward the entrance. Dante shouts a farewell to him, and just like that, he's gone. Well, time to get settled. Oh, what a cute little room! The room, following the theme of Brine Bay, is also cozy and inviting. It's nothing too luxurious, but you find yourself becoming pretty attached to the vibe of this place. The bed looks so soft and comfortable, but you resist the temptation of flopping down on it. You know if you put your head down, you're going to pass out for God knows how long. This is nice. I would have looked into staying here if I knew about this place. You set the luggage down by the door with a loud thunk. After spotting an outlet, you quickly fish out the charging cable to plug in your phone. While I wait for that to charge, I should look around the room. Maybe even try to get more comfortable? Ooh, can we decorate? We can! Oh my god, we can decorate our room? Look at this. Oh my god, that's so adorable. Fishies? Motivated plants? Ooh! Oh my god, that's so cute. Let's do plants. Stardew Valley poster? Oh, I guess I don't really know. Oh, I see. Stardew Valley. That must be Stardew Valley. Oh! As you finish settling in, I wasn't done yet though. Your phone starts to ring. Kai's name appears on the screen, so you quickly answer it. Kai? What's up? Hey there, just wanted to let you know your car's safe and sound at the shop now. Also just checking how things have been for you. Yep, all good here. I'm staying at the Coral Inn. Good to hear. I'm gonna text you the address pin for the shop. It's about a 15-minute walk from where you are, but I'd like to explain in person and also have you sign some forms. Sounds fun as hell, I know, but it's Bargain Wheel's policy. It's okay with me. I'll be there in a bit. I think this just kind of auto runs. I'm not really clicking anything. Oh, maybe that's it. Are we done? Okay. You hang up and instantly hear the chime of a new text. It's the address pin with a thumbs up emoji. You get it set up on your phone's map app and head out. No, I wanted to decorate my room. It wasn't clear what I was supposed to do. I took Princess for Live, Laugh, Lover. No, I mean, it's funny, like the meme funny, but I would never seriously decorate my place with like a Live, Laugh, Love. Dante looks up from his magazine as soon as you enter the lobby. How's the room? Everything to your liking? For sure, it's really nice and I wish I could stay longer. He smiles and leans back against his chair, looking pleased at your enthusiastic response. Glad to hear. Let me know if you need anything. Will do. Thanks again for the help and warm welcome. Jean mentioned that Dante can be a little standoffish with guests, but I haven't gotten that vibe at all from him. Let's try to keep it that way, though. Wouldn't want to accidentally get on his bad side while staying here. Don't mention it. Go on and have fun exploring. You wave at him and take your leave. You haven't been to many auto shops, but them's the breaks has a certain charm to it. The smell of motor oil and rubber is strong, but not unbearable. Kai greets you at the garage entrance, wringing his fingers clean into a towel as he takes you over to what you can only assume is the reception area. Why is he a shadow? Maybe he doesn't have the PNG yet. Like, maybe they don't have the PNG for him yet. You know what I mean? I was wondering that. Yeah, I think it just might be, that... sorry. Brain is trying to... I'm trying to, like, send a message to someone at the same time as talking, which is not... not, something that I should probably do, but that's okay. It's Dante from Devil May Cry, clearly. Or maybe you should leave him alone because he isn't even supposed to be here today. Early access? Maybe the art's not done. Yeah, exactly. It's early access. So I don't think the art has been completed yet. So it's just like a stand-in. You know what I mean? Kai greets you at the garage entrance, wringing his fingers clean into a towel as he takes you over to what you can only assume is the reception area. He leans back against one of the workbenches, arms crossed over his chest. You can take a seat, wherever you'd like. So he says, but the only options available to you are what looks like a well-worn couch and one of the lopsided stools in the garage. You shake your head. Suit yourself. So I've got some good news for you. Looks like it really is just an alternator issue, so it's not too bad of a fix. Bad news is that it's not going to be an easy thing to get. What do you mean? You can't just, I don't know, go buy one? In theory, yeah. In practice, I'll need to get it from a dealer. It's a rental, so it's complicated. I have to go through Bargain Wheels, and then they've got to reach out to the nearest dealer, and it wouldn't really be a priority since they wouldn't exactly be making money off of it. You're joking. Sympathetic expression on his face tells you he very much isn't. Give or take a few days before I can get the alternator in my hands. Sorry, that's how it kind of goes, but once I get it, it should be pretty quick and you'll be able to get out of here in no time flat. That's not exactly the news I wanted to hear, but... It's not the worst thing, you suppose. You get to stay at that nice inn for a little longer? Maybe this is all some elaborate twist to get me to make some summer memories here.
Oh.
I tried calling them earlier, but corporates, well, speak of the devil. Hang out for a second in case they've got questions. As Kai disappears into the garage, you start to think about your next step. Now that you have at least a few days of free time, what will you do with it? Spend time relaxing or see what this town has to offer. It's like what Jean said earlier. This town seems to have plenty to do if you look in the right places. What is Kai leaning his elbow against? Yes. Would you date Shadow Man from the 1999 video game Shadow Man? I don't know. What does Shadow Man look like? If he's just a shadow, no. Why not take the time to explore? You're definitely curious about what you might come across. The possibilities are endless, and I've always wanted to just explore new cities, so why not start with Brine Bay? Before long, Kai returns with a clipboard and a handful of forms that get crushed against a pen he's holding. Alright, so give me your initials here and here, signature here. It'll keep you liability-free as the renter. After a quick review to make sure the legalese all holds up, the paperwork is complete and hastily faxed away. That's about all I can do for you now. Just kind of a waiting game. Jean help you out? Yeah, he pointed me in the direction of an inn. Carl? That's the one. Guess I should do my part. You hungry? I was about to grab something to eat before they called in the cavalry. Come on. He doesn't wait for an answer, but he does wait for you by the door. The sign's still flipped to say open. Don't need to change that? Nah. I need maybe 10, 15 minutes tops. Don't you get indigestion? All the time. As he pulls down the shutters, a little breath of a laugh manages to escape. The garage is swiftly locked and he guides the two of you onto the sidewalk. Looks like Xander Cage wearing sunglasses. I have no idea who Xander Cage is. A refreshing breath of stale air with the sweet smell of decay thrown in. Peak video game review of Shadow Man. Oh wow, interesting. Hungry? No, but I am thirsty. It's true. I am a little thirsty. Actually though, I do need to refill on water. So let me, oh my god, how can I even, okay. Let me real quick, can I save this real fast? Yes, overwrite my save. Thank you for the hydrate. And the self-care. I do need to refill on water. So let's take a quick, ad break. And then I'm gonna stretch and make sure my dog gets fed and fill up on water. And then when we get back, we will continue with the game. All right, BRB, you guys. Be back real soon. Hello, we're back. All right, time to get back to the game. As he pulls down the shutters, a little breath of a laugh manages to escape. The garage is swiftly locked and he guides the two of you onto the sidewalk. I'm just walking you there and then I'll have to head back. Can't too long of a detour. Oh, missing a word. Cars want me. Something needs me. We can grab something together next time, yeah? When I've got someone else around to mind the garage while my dad's out of town. Thank you for the welcome back. I hope you had a good little break. You walk into the diner beside Kai, the smell of fresh coffee instantly hitting you alongside a gust of freezing air conditioning. It's a quaint little place, but judging by the amount of customers, a popular one. One of the server walks over, greeting you cheerfully with a bright smile. Welcome, come on in! His polite smile falters when his eyes land on Kai, but only for a moment before stretching into a warmer, genuine grin. Kai, what trouble are you bringing in today? Good trouble. Probably. Kai nudges you playfully. The familiarity between the two gives you an immediate sense of ease. This is Princess. New customer, new tourist, new friend. Nice to meet you, Princess. Chris. Kai rests his elbows on the counter, half leaning against it as he jerks a thumb back in Chris's direction. Finest chef this side of downtown. Chris gives Kai an appraising look, raising an eyebrow. Thanks. That's suspiciously high praise. You two know each other, I take it? Yeah, you could say that. Known you, what, 10 years now? You're how old again? We're the same age, Kai. But yeah, just about. Why? Wanted to see if I could shamelessly ask you to spot me a free meal. Chris's cheeks turn pink as he crosses his arms over his chest, trying to hide his smile behind a huff. You could try. He flashes Chris a cheeky grin, leaning forward on both his elbows. Kai rests his head on his hands, and it's obvious, even at a glance, that Chris isn't entirely put out by the question. How about if I hit you with a pretty please? That worked on Mir last week. Kai, she's 12. Okay, we can't get between these two. It's true. I feel like they got something going on here. So maybe it's best to leave these two to their own devices here. And... fine. You heard the man. Order whatever you want, Princess. Morning's been rough on her. Car troubles. Chris gives you a sympathetic look. You respond with a small smile and a shrug. Sorry to hear about that. Are you doing okay? Nothing, a full stomach can't help. Glad to hear. It's on Kai's tab, so feel free to order as much as you'd like, okay? Hold on now, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Chris huffs again, smiling fondly at Kai's played up nervous grin. He grabs the menu, gesturing you to follow him. Kai relents with a finger salute as his other hand reaches for the door. Don't be a stranger. Also, in the future, if you tell him Kai sent you, he'll give you 3 orders of hash browns on one big plate. I'll keep that in mind. I love hash browns. What's happening? Sorry, I thought I heard something. Don't knock it till you try it. Go back to work. I'm going. Why is everyone pretty? Damn it! Yeah, very, very pretty here. Chris happily waves and you toss him a quick thanks before he leaves. You sit down in a booth near the counter. Your stomach decides to make its hunger known with a loud rumble. There was that shadow guy. Chris, the kind soul, only lets out a small laugh as your cheeks burn. I'll give you a minute to look over the menu, then I'll be right back to take your order. All our portions are pretty big. You definitely won't be leaving hungry. He leaves you to it as you open the menu, turning around to check up on several tables, grab empty drink glasses, and keep light conversation. The restaurant is called Joe Mama's. It's Capo Joe Mama's. It's hilarious. Somehow he makes it look effortless. For all the stress of today, you feel like you can finally relax, slumping into the airy booth seat. Let's see. Give me the poly ending! Oh my god, what do we eat? French toast. Oh, fish and chips? A club sandwich? Garden salad, Kai special. What's Kai special? Kai special. 3 hash browns? Oh my god, 3 hash browns. I'm done. You said you'd consider it, and honestly, a plate full of carbs does sound pretty great right now. You call Chris over once you've decided. A smile tugs at the corner of his lips as he nods. As you wait, your gaze starts trailing around the diner. Other servers are quickly going back and forth to different tables every few minutes. Some tables are filled with lively families of all ages. Others have quieter single occupants sipping coffee while scrolling on their phones. Many customers seem well acquainted with each other as they pass by booths, greeting one another warmly. There are a few that stand out way too much to be locals. Then again, it is summer break, so you aren't surprised to see tourists around. Love me some fish and chips. Literally had salmon and rice for dinner tonight. Oh, that sounds so yummy. I had very super duper basic.
I wasn't gonna. You both.
Sorry, I was like opening stuff on the side here. I had very super duper basic quesadilla. I used the last of the flour tortillas, so it's all done. No more quesadillas for me. Reminder that you're awesome, princess. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, thank you. There are a few that stand out way too much to be locals. Then again, it is summer break, so you aren't surprised to see tourists around here. And here we are. Chris appears out of nowhere with your plate, smiling down at you. He places it in front of you with a smooth, practiced motion. You start to dig into your food, humming in delight at the delicious flavors hitting your tongue. But stop when you see Chris slide into the seat across from you. Lurk as I play the demo? Yeah, no worries. Have a good time playing the demo, Ash. He puts his chin in his hand, his eyes twinkle with genuine curiosity that reminds you of an eager puppy.
Go on. Don't mind me.
Okay, you can't really complain, considering he did get you a free meal, but this is certainly a new dining experience. Not that I mind, but do you always sit down to watch your customers eat? He laughs, the sound light and charming. Up close, you can see a spattering of freckles across his cheeks.
No, not usually. But Kai's told me to look out for you, so that's what I'm doing.
How's the volume for his voice? I can't stay long, but the part-timers can handle things until it's time for me to get back to the kitchen at least. You take a tentative second bite of your food. For all their teasing, it seems like he and Kai are pretty close if he's actually doing this. Pretty quiet? Maybe we can bump it up just a little bit. You wouldn't turn the voice volume up? Okay, never mind then. Maybe this recording was just not equalized to be the right level. Perhaps. I mean, it is a demo. Maybe they're still trying to figure out like sound volumes and equalization and stuff, so maybe it'll be okay. Okay. Let me double check. Grab my... Okay. Or maybe that's just how people are here. Jean and Kai were extremely friendly in their own right, too. I appreciate the warm welcome. I really appreciate the way everyone's been looking out for me. You all have been so nice and welcoming.
Well, I'm glad you think so. We all try to help each other out. And we do the same for newcomers.
It is a little bit quiet, but maybe that's okay. Brine Bay has its up and downs like any other city, but it's my home. I hope you enjoy it here. I think I will. I just want to watch you eat. Why does Chris give adult momiji from Fruits Baskets vibes? Oh, it's true. Yeah. His head jerks up at the sound of the bell at the counter ringing.
Sorry, I've got to get back to work. It was nice hanging out with you. Make sure to tell me how the food was later, all right?
Oh, and as promised, it's on me this time. Just close out the tab at the counter whenever you're done. He stands from the table, drumming his fingers on its surface as he leaves. And is this the drink? What's the drink? The tall glass of water? I empty. I will, thanks. And like that, he's gone. His strawberry blonde hair bouncing as he rushes to the counter to greet customers. You turn back to your plate to dig in. The food's delicious, and as Chris said, the serving size is way more than enough. Before you know it, half the meal is gone. You lean back against the booth with a full and happy stomach. After giving yourself a moment to relax from the meal, you get up to head over to the counter for a box. It'll make a great dinner later on, at least. You notice Chris there, holding a to-go bag and chatting with someone. His soft white hair is the first thing that catches your eye. He looks a bit uncomfortable as he stiffly stands there with a hand on his neck. He doesn't meet Chris's gaze either. It's good to see you, Vince. How's your practice going? Vince lets out a small sigh while rubbing his neck.
The day's barely started.
I know, but I figure I'd ask and check on you. A customer nearby calls for Chris. He puts the bag down onto the counter and offers a quick wave. Sorry, I've got to go. Enjoy your food! Vince gives a small wave back, watching Chris dash away. He lets out another small sigh and turns to reach for the bag. That's when his eyes meet yours. He freezes up, looking a bit startled at your presence. Wasn't there a joke from PvP Stream about the title of this game? Not that I can recall. Maybe? If all the voices are that volume, I think I'd bump it up personally. No, some of the other voices were like perfect volume though. Threads of Fate. Oh, yeah. His mouth opens and closes a few times. He looks like he wants to say something, but is having a hard time deciding. Should probably say something so it doesn't get too awkward, right? Introduce myself! You give me your best charming smile. Hey there, my name's Princess. I'm sort of acquainted with Chris, and it's my first time at his diner. I just had a really great lunch thanks to him. Are you a regular here? Whatever you ordered smells amazing, by the way. Vince stares in surprise at your sudden introduction. But you must have done something right, judging by how his body relaxes a bit, his tense expression easing into an awkward smile.
Hello? I'm Vince. I wouldn't call myself a regular, but that guy, Chris, he usually greets me around this time of day.
So I guess I kind of am? I think you can kind of tell, but I'm a new visitor to Brine Bay. I ran into some rental car trouble, so I'm waiting for that to get fixed.
That sounds difficult. I'm sorry that happened.
It's okay. I've decided to make the best of my time here and take a proper look around. Actually, I was wondering if you had any recommendations for me. Are there any spots you like or go to often? I like the beach. Spend most of my time there feeding the crabs. Huh. That's the first time I've heard of that. What do you feed them? Usually pieces of meat from my meal. I tear up some chicken or beef and they really enjoy that. I'll be honest, I never expected crabs to like meat. They do. Not only that, but they enjoy eating dead bodies of other animals. He says the fact with such enthusiasm you're taken aback for a bit. Without him noticing, he's gotten closer to you with his hands moving animatedly as he talks. I'm a new visitor to Brine Bay. I'm checking out the merchandise. Your expression must have been more extreme than you thought because Vince turns bright pink and takes several steps back. I mean, crabs are scavengers. It's not like they specifically look forward to eating dead bodies. And if you think about it, we also sort of do too, considering we eat stuff like burgers and fried chicken. He rambles on while looking down at his feet, becoming more and more embarrassed. His mouth snaps shut and he hunches over slightly, trying to look as small as possible.
Sorry. I'll be going now.
Oh, he's a shy boy. Before you can get a word in, he dashes over to the door. Vince, don't forget your food! Chris comes up from behind you with a hand on his hip. Vince freezes. He's already halfway through the door, standing there awkwardly for a few seconds. He slowly turns back around, trudging back to the counter with his gaze glued to the floor. He silently grabs the bag and takes his leave again, stiff as a board. You hear Chris let out a soft sigh. He turns to you, meeting your gaze. Is everything okay? I think so. We were talking about crabs, but I think I might have spooked him. Ooh, let's check our phone real fast. What do we got on the Oh, Kai. Okay. Let's go down here and we'll take a look at more updates from the people around us. I guess. Kai says, stop by Joe Mama's and ask for the Kai special. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Hash browns. You ever eat something so good you want to fight the chef? Out of respect. Went over to Chris's place and the girls tried to convince me their stuffed animals could beat me in an arm wrestle. Lost the match somehow? Someone tell me why the vending machine just ate my chips. Like I don't ask for much in life. Just salt, crunch, and the sweet release of processed potatoes. Betrayal. Oh my god, his name is Ki Nguyen. Or K? K-I-E. Kai? Kie Nguyen. I mean, that's how you say the last name. Kind of. It's Nguyen, but you know, whatever. Whatever. Nobody cares about how you say that name for real. Okay. No, I think you're fine. Sorry for leaving you two like that. Please don't take it to heart, by the way. Vince is just a bit... Well, he's not a bad guy. All you can do is nod. He definitely didn't give off any weird or bad vibes. Chris helps you close your tab. He also hands you a pamphlet with the diner's address and number on it. Keep this on you. If you ever need a hearty meal and a place to relax, you're always welcome at Capo Joe. It was nice meeting you, and I hope I'll see you again. You thank him with a warm smile, waving goodbye. My uncle told me how to say it the other day, so someone cares. Once you leave the diner, you notice the sun a lot higher in the sky now. You briefly check your phone, and it's just turned noon. With a full stomach and lighter mood, you decide to walk off your meal by getting a general look around your surroundings. The city has several places of interest you might check out later. There's an arcade, theater, community center, and other entertainment spots. You walk up past a group of people holding bags and baskets full of fresh produce. One woman carefully balances a stunning bouquet of sunflowers in one arm and a bushel of roses in the other. Farmer's market? We love a farmer's market. You turn to find the general direction of where they came from. It looks like there might be something worth visiting. There are rows of stalls lined up with all sorts of different handmade goods and produce being sold. From the looks of it, you stumbled into a bustling farmer's market! You decide to follow the crowd walking down the road between the stalls. You can do it, honey! You just need a few more things and then we're good to go. Or we just need... More? I thought that was the last of it. You watch as the couple struggles to pull a handcart filled to the brim with fruits and vegetables. The one not pulling huffs, putting her hands on her hips and offers to take their partner's place. She only takes a couple of steps forward before coming to a complete stop, cheeks red and out of breath. Hey, watch out for the equipment! You jolt and quickly move out of the way as a new voice pops up in front of you. A quick sweep of your surroundings shows a single tripod standing at least an arm's length away. Perched on top of it is a sleek black digital camera that looks like it costs more than a month's worth of rent. He clears his throat and you turn on your heels, coming face to face with a man bearing a menacing glare. The man shakes his head as if you knocked over the gear. Oh, is that it? I'm not that close to it, but you're getting close and that's close enough. It's important. His arms are crossed tightly over his chest, tapping a foot impatiently. He looks like he's about to continue his scolding session with a vengeance. This guy screams trouble, and maybe even a possible street fight if things go south. You mumble an apology before quickly turning to leave. In your hurry, you actually bump into something this time with a loud crushing sound. Crumbs sprinkle all over you and the floor. You look up to see a woman holding what used to be an intact box of crisp cookies. She's also covered in cookie debris, staring blankly at the mess between you two. I'm sorry! Her apology is cut short when she heaves a heavy sigh and puts both her hands up in front of her. It's fine. It was on a company card. It's fine. She can't even get a word in as she speed walks away, all the while murmuring something under her breath. That sure was something. You're left dumbfounded, covered in cookie crumbs. You take a moment to recollect yourself before starting to brush them off.
Are you doing okay? That was a pretty messy accident. I've got a towel if you need it.
Ah! An artist man? You look behind you, finding a man casually leaning over his easel with a clean towel in one of his hands. Did you see all of that? He gives you a bemused smile, gesturing for you to come over. Sure did. I'm pretty sure everyone that wasn't busy witnessed that. But let's get you out of line of fire before another accident happens. He's into Christ too! He extends the towel towards you and you take it with a grateful nod. As you start to wipe away the rest of the crumbs, he turns back to his easel. He starts scratching away with a black crayon on the sketch pad. You're not from around here, are you? Was it that obvious? Every local knows not to get distracted at the farmer's market. It's a war zone out here if you're not careful. Well, I think I've learned my lesson very clearly now. He chuckles at your dry tone and puts the crayon down.
It might not have been the best experience, but I've got to thank you for being my newest muse.
I'm a muse? He picks up the sketch pad, turning it to show you. It's a messy but adorable portrait of you covered in crumbs. The style reminds you of something you've seen before, but you can't put a name to it. This is so cute! I definitely don't look that adorable while I've got this mess on me, but thanks.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
He smiles sheepishly and tears off the sheet to hand to you.
Here, I want you to have this. I hope it might cheer you up a bit after the cookie incident.
He makes air quotes with his fingers at the last part and a laugh bubbles up from you. Thanks. I'm glad I was some form of entertainment to the locals. You notice a small signature on the top right corner of the paper. It reads A. Mitchell in a similarly messy hand. What's the A stand for?
It's Andrew, actually. Andrew Mitchell. Feel free to just call me Andrew.
Well, you're a great artist, Andrew. I'm Princess. Is this something you do for a living? His eyes widen at first, but he laughs it off softly and shakes his head. Nope, I'm glad you think I'm good enough to earn a living off it, but I work over there. He points at a bookstore several shops down. I run Book Hook most of the time, but I like to take a break every once in a while. Actually, I'm out here trying to advertise the event happening at my shop tomorrow. What's it for? He's into reading? Yeah, you're a muse. Amusement for me. He loves reading! He loves books! Hermes, stop licking your paw. Don't do that. It's a promotion for the 25th anniversary of the official release of Trials of Tempest. I've got a new reprint coming to my shelves soon. Figured it'd be a good way to get people to stop by the shop. He's still doing it. Hermes, I said knock it off. I'm looking at you. I can hear you, bud. Now that he mentions it, his style is reminiscent of the original book cover art for the series. You glance down at other sketches he's taken out of the sketch pad that are laid around his feet. They all bear a similar look to them design-wise. He's clearly inspired by the art of Trials with its unique light hand strokes and cross-hatch shading. His personal twist uses crayon, giving a chalky outline to everything. He's such a great artist that it would be a disservice to show his work. I really like this series. I mean, if it's a book, and if it's a popular book, I probably would have read it. Oh, no wonder your art style seemed familiar. I read a lot from this series growing up. If I get the chance to, I'll try to stop by and take a look around. Andrew blinks owlishly at your response. He glances down at his easel, brushing his hands over his lap. He takes a moment to collect himself before turning to fish a flyer out of the tote bag by the foot of his easel. That'd be great, honestly. Thanks for offering to visit. If you want to chat again, you can walk right in or call the store. The address and numbers on the flyer. Oh god! Jesus Christ. Okay. A loud bang of what sounds like fireworks startles you both. You turn your head to where the sound came from and notice a large crowd gathering around something nearby. Looks like the afternoon show is about to get started. Oh! Huh. Do you know what it's about? The local theater company, Real Dramatics, hosts an annual fundraiser talent show every summer. You don't have to be in the company to participate, by the way. Locals can sign up and give it a go. I'd volunteer, but I don't think anyone wants to watch a guy paint for over an hour. Trust me, the performances are something you don't want to miss. That sounds really exciting. I'll have to go check that out. Thanks again for the towel and the flyer. I should get going. I thought this was about to take a tragic turn. I know. We just met him and we've already lost him. No worries. Keep heading east and you'll end up at the beach. Got it. I'll see you around. He waves at you as you make your way down the street towards the beach. You arrive to find the crowd gathering by a stage. Music starts to blast on the speakers with a super lively and catchy tune. The symphony of electric guitar, piano, and drums has everyone bobbing their heads and clapping along with the beat. You want to get a better view, so you make your way through the crowd, looking up at the stage when the crowd starts to cheer. 3 people strut up onto the stage. The man in the middle is hard to miss with that electrifying green hair and his dark tank top that shows off his fit body. He blows a kiss and you hear a swarm of fans squeal with glee. Somehow you find yourself front and center of the crowd. You lock eyes with the main singer. He smoothly slides across the stage with quick and graceful footwork as he sings along with the 2 backup singers behind him. Nice, we got a green! I mean, we gotta get one of every color, right? That's how you know how to separate the love interests. And he's into, you guessed it, Christ! Lots of, you know, religious men here, apparently. And they say he's the Rizzler with the most riz of all! The lyrics sound unfamiliar. You definitely haven't heard of this song before. It seems like everyone else has, judging by their excitement. It's new to you, but you find it pretty catchy. You start bobbing your head along with the beat. You startle as the main singer hops off the stage and waltzes through the audience. He does amazing crowd work as he high-fives people, waves at them, winks, and occasionally stops to make them sing along into the mic. That's when he locks eyes with you again amidst the throng of adoring fans. He smoothly makes it over to you, never missing a beat as he does. The crowd naturally parts to give him room to approach you. Princess was the first person I ever heard described as a Rizzler. You're welcome. How do you feel about me being the first Rizzler that you know? Instead of extending the mic to you, he continues to sing into it and waltzes in a circle around you. He does a twirl before landing a dramatic stance, sending you a wink and striking a finger gun pose. You can't help but laugh at the cheesy yet charming move. The crowd seems to eat it up too as they whistle and holler. Your spotlight moment ends as soon as he steps away and moves to another person nearby. He does this with a couple more people before he leaps back onto the stage. The music swells as he and the backup singers all strike a unique pose at the final note. A flash of sparklers rain from the stage to finish the show.
Thank you! My name's Kevin Zuno, and these 2 awesome performers with me are Zoe and Mika.
Less now that you just said you're welcome about it. Not a fan of our confidence. No! Eclipse, please! I pressed the wrong button, but that's— oh no! Oh shit. Ignore? Okay. Let's save. Because we've gotten pretty far. I think the game broke for a second. Renpy. What's Renpy? Renpie. Hello, Dio. Welcome in. Thank you for the head pat. I just wanted to check the text messages, you know? Let's see the chat. We have a chat with Andrew. No thoughts, head empty. We have Chris. Also no thoughts, head empty. Kai. Okay. We've got locations. West Suburbs. Park. Coral Inn. Garage. Oh, can we? Oh, we can. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay. That's the garage. What's down here? Bookstore. Town Square. Theater. Diner. Beach. General store. And arcade. Interesting. Okay. Then we also... I think this will give us the error, so let's just get out of that. It's popular for making visual novels. I think it's a pun on Ren. I don't know. I don't get puns in other languages. Sometimes your phone button is white, other times it's black. I did notice that, and I'm not sure what the difference is. Like, why it's that way. Real Dramatics annual summer talent show fundraiser wouldn't be possible without all your support. An extra big shout out to all our lovely fans that came today. He throws a deadly combo of a wink and a kiss to the crowd below. Swarms of fans waving posters and signs with Kevin's face on them shriek and drum happily. These funds will go to our community theater to keep everything up and running. Not only that, it'll keep our class prices low and help fund performances abroad. He makes a grand sweeping gesture as the booths on either side of the stage. If you're interested in donating, please check out the booths after the show. Now that that's out of the way, give it up for our next act! We've got some wicked breakdancers ready to flex their skills! Applause roars from the crowd once more before Kevin bows and leaves the stage. You watch him move through the throng of people and, to your complete surprise, head straight to you. He stops in front of you, giving you a sheepish grin.
Hey there! Thanks for watching our show. I hope you enjoyed it. Also, I wanted to say thanks for being such a good sport while I was doing crowd work.
Sorry if that put you on the spot, though. You were a
You
natural.
might have heard earlier, but I'm Kevin. What's your name?
I did, but it's nice to meet you again. I'm Princess. And I really liked the performance. Yeah, it's my first time at such a high-energy talent act. Kevin smirks, tucking his thumb and finger under his chin.
Well, you are talking to one of Brian Bay's biggest stars.
I'm off to sleep. I expect you to have the full harem when I wake up, Princess. Oh, thank you so much. Good night, Ioane. Thank you so much for coming in. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite. I really appreciate you stopping by. Bye-bye. Sleep well. Dream of hot men. Wink and a kiss. You know, Roland the farter would do a jump, a whistle, and a fart all at the same time. In exchange, he got more land than you'll ever have. I have no idea who that is. It's only natural that my fans would come out to support me. Oh, wow, really? Nah. His smirk widens at your blank stare. But I do have a decent following. I'm a pretty big deal in the online theater scene. Oh, really now? Or are you bluffing again?
Hey!
Hades 2 is releasing its 1.0 this Thursday. Keep that in mind when making your schedule. I did hear that they are coming out with official release on the 25th. Yes. So I will be putting that, that is a consideration when I make my schedule for the last week of September. So don't worry. I'm on it, John. This time it's for real. I've got at least 10,000 followers on here. Oh my god, you guys. I hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. We're the same. We're the same level. Me and Kevin, we are the same. We do that for King Henry II annually. For this, he received a manor and 30 acres. Damn. He takes his phone out and rapidly taps away on the screen. Before you can get a word in, he faces it toward you. A muted video is playing on the screen, showing various cuts of him performing on different stages. You note the amount of likes and comments on the video. He definitely isn't lying about his popularity, at least. You mentally jot down his username, DaRealKev, to look up later. Careful now, he'll scroll on his page for hours if you don't stop him. Kevin and you look up from his phone to find a man standing a few feet away. He could easily be mistaken for a model with his looks. Long, wavy light brown hair frames a handsome face, and thin framed glasses do nothing to hide his pretty brown eyes. Oh my god, Megane. I'm not suggesting, I'm demanding. How do I head pat John? That's the neat part, you don't. Megane character!
Oh?
Well, it isn't my biggest fan, I didn't know the mayor of Brine Bay had the time to visit a humble performer like me. Thank you for the head pat. Kevin makes a grand show of greeting him with a deep bow. The man's cheeks tinge pink as he coughs into his fist. Play along? Call him out. I'm not sure. Play along. You can tell right away that Kevin's messing with you again, but for some reason you feel like playing along with his little joke. You sure do not know a lot of people in high places. Please ignore him. I could never be the mayor, really. My family just happens to be quite involved with the local development of Brine Bay. We own some real estate. It's nothing to brag about, but let's move on from that. Well, I'll be honest, when Kevin said you were the mayor, I already knew he was bluffing. Oh? What gave it away? I doubt any mayor dresses that fashionably. He runs a hand through his hair before flipping it elegantly. You have a good eye. Perhaps I should wear khakis next time to properly fool everyone. As if you'd ever walk out of the house wearing that. I could make it work with a bit of tailoring here and there. Anyways, I had a moment to myself after a few meetings, so I decided to come and watch the talent show. But while I was trying to listen to the next act, I couldn't quite pay attention with someone loudly bragging about himself. Really, Kevin, you have plenty of fans already. I'm sure she can be spared. You're just jealous. You don't mind, right? He throws on his best puppy eyes look and you can't help but snort in response. Kevin sighs dramatically at your lack of agreement. He shrugs with a grin pulling at his lips. Okay, I got the message loud and clear. Oh, eyeballs are freaking out over there. I don't know if you guys can see it on your side. But something is happening to the game. We see it? Oh, I'll leave you two be. I've got to head over to help out at the booth anyways. Enjoy the rest of the show. Hit me up later if you want to talk some more. Gives a big bow to you and then blows a kiss to the man. The man rolls his eyes as you wave goodbye. Kevin disappears into the crowd, leaving you two alone. Without Kevin's bubbly energy filling the space, you both fall into a comfortable silence. The next act is mesmerizing to watch as a team of acrobats flip and leap smoothly across the stage. I think that's just to indicate the viewer that Kevin's secretly evil. It amazes me how flexible some people can be. You can say that again. My bones creak every time I get up from my chair. He snorts, his shoulders slightly shaking from trying not to laugh out loud as you grin at him. You somehow end up making brief commentary here and there with him on the different performances. You don't even notice how fast time goes by until the last act finishes and you see the theater company's directors on the stage. He quickly introduces himself before thanking everyone for their attendance and donations. You clap along with everyone as the theater crew takes a bow. The director bids everyone a good night, signaling the end of the show. People begin dispersing and leaving the venue as the sun starts to set, tinting everything with a soft orange glow. The talent this year was even better than the last. What did you think of it as a newcomer? I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. I definitely think I needed something like this to start off my vacation right. I wish I had been here last year too if this is how every talent show goes. If anything, I'm glad my car decided to break down in this city of all places. I think there's plenty of interesting things that will keep me busy here. His brows furrow and he offers a sympathetic smile. I'm sorry to hear about that. Where were you driving from? Wait, I'm sorry. Where are my manners? Never even introduced myself properly this whole time. My name's Wyatt. I usually am on top of things like this, but I suppose I had a very few good distractions keeping my mind busy. His lips pull into a flirtatious smile and leans in closer. He extends a hand out to you, and you feel a bit flustered at the direct eye contact. I'm a business manager first and foremost, but I do dabble here and there depending on my interest and whenever I have the time. You shake his hand, surprised at how soft and gentle his skin feels. Then again, everything about the man screams luxury, so you're not surprised he has a good skincare routine. She's just like me for real, for real. You ever feel sad knowing that you'll never find a secret, isolated town with a thriving local culture? No. No, not really. You know, I'm a homebody. I can do without. He hands you a light beige business card embossed with thin gold borders and floral details.
Oh.
And I don't think I caught your name. I'm sorry. It's Princess. It's never too late for introductions, I think. It's nice to meet you, Wyatt. Likewise, I actually... Mr. Wyatt, there you are! You both look over to find a woman approaching with a big grin on her face. You instantly recognize her from Kevin's performance as one of the backup singers, Zoe. She bows in greeting, looking back up at Wyatt while practically bouncing with joy. Thank you so much for showing up today. We couldn't have done all this without your help. We raised enough to meet several of our major funding goals. We're so grateful for you organizing this venue and everything else for us. Wyatt turns to Zoe with a small smile on his lips.
Oh.
There's no need to thank me. Valerie was the one that initiated this plan as a pet project. But still, we wouldn't have been able to fully afford all the equipment and everything. We wouldn't have been able to fully afford all the equipment and everything without you two. I'd love to thank Miss Chantel too, but I can't find her. I'm sure she's around here somewhere. I sent her on a quick errand, but haven't heard back so far. His eyes widen and he turns back to you. I'm sorry about that. We were in the middle of a conversation. Oh, no, it's okay. You seem to have a lot going on, so it's no problem. Oh, geez, I'm sorry for cutting into your conversation like that. It's alright, Zoe. I need to find Valerie anyway, so why don't we go together? It was a pleasure talking to you, Princess. I hope we can talk again sometime. Sure thing. It was nice meeting you. I think what gets me is that he wears eyeshadow. I don't think I noticed the eyeshadow. You look around, noticing several theater crew cleaning the venue. After all that energy, you find yourself a little grateful at the calm and quiet things settling down for the day. But he isn't into Christ. No religious iconography on his persons. You make a cursory glance around you, though. Given how the day's been, you expect another random encounter with someone else. Minutes pass by without anything new. You breathe out a small sigh of relief. Well, I guess that's it for today. Maybe it's time to head back to the inn to rest. You start your trek back while enjoying the sight of the sunset on the horizon and the calm waves gently washing up against the sand. Walking took a little longer than you thought, but thankfully the lovely weather made it pretty enjoyable. Just as you make it back to the inn's parking lot, you notice a familiar car parked by the front. When you get closer, you also notice Jean standing by the passenger side, quietly talking to someone in the car. And to your surprise, you see Vince? Sitting in the passenger seat, looking a bit nervous as he bites his lip. Jean looks up when he hears your footsteps and smiles at you. Hey there, did you have a good day? I think so. I got to meet a lot of new faces today and see some interesting things. I hope you don't mind me asking, but... is the passenger in trouble? Is there trouble at the inn? I didn't expect to see you here in uniform. Did something happen at the inn? Jean shakes his head. No, nothing's happened at the inn, don't worry. If anything, Dante usually handles any problems with guests on his own before I get involved. I'm here because I wanted to check on you. I was driving Vince back home and figured I'd drop by really quick. You hear a small groan from the open windows. You look over and see Vince sinking into his seat with his hands over his face. Jean glances between you two, slowly raising a brow. He puts a hand on his hip and watches you with a curious twinkle in his eyes. Do you two know each other? You glance back at Vince. He's staring right back at you, looking like a lost puppy. You want to answer for him to help him out, but he heaves a heavy sigh and turns to Jean. Remember what you've been telling me for the past few days about doing the thing? Oh, okay, I see where this is going. I tried doing it today. I tried talking to more people. But I ended up talking about crabs eating dead bodies to Princess who was just trying to talk to me. So now I'm the goth weirdo that's obsessed with crabs. Not that either are bad things. Crabs are great. Being goth is cool too. Oh god, I'm doing it again. He mumbles an apology behind his hands. Jean snorts before reaching over to give Vince's shoulder a squeeze. Jean leans in closer, his expression softening. Hey, you did really well. I'm proud of you for trying. I have to agree with Vince on crabs? Crabs are cool? You watch Vince slowly drop his hands to reveal a small, hopeful smile pulling at his lips. After they share a little moment together, Jean turns his attention back to you. How are the car repairs going? Both Kai and I have been busy, so I didn't get the chance to ask him. It's going to take a while since we need at least a few days to even get the right parts for the car. Jean's handsome face scrunches into a frown and his shoulders slump with disappointment. I'm really sorry to hear about that. For what it's worth, I'll give you my number in case you need anything while you're stuck here. He pulls out a pen and notepad from his utility belt. Do all sheriffs just hand this out to anyone? It's my personal work phone, and I think it's always good to have at least one contact to help you when you're stranded in some random town. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'd feel a bit better knowing you can contact me directly if you need to. Now, that sounds kind of ominous. Should I be worried about anything going on in Brine Bay? Jean's eyes widen and he blinks in surprise at the question. He quickly shakes his head. No, it's a great town and fairly safe, I promise. I didn't mean to scare you like that, sorry. I just like to be careful. It never hurts to be vigilant, especially in my line of work. You nod as he tears the page and hands it to you. You glance down, reading his number scrawled on top with his name, Sheriff Gene Williams, right underneath. Actually, it doesn't have to be just me and your contacts. Vince has plenty of free time if you ever needed someone to hang out with. I think he'd be able to make it. Right, Vince? Jean turns to Vince, who rapidly looks between Jean and you like a deer caught in the headlights. He seems to consider it a bit before he slowly nods. So should I give you my number or do you give me yours? He pulls out his phone from his pocket but nearly drops it with shaky hands. He murmurs something under his breath, making sure he has a firm grip on it this time. His awkwardness is pretty adorable. You definitely wouldn't mind hanging out with him if given the chance. How about I text you instead? He seems to prefer that idea as he quickly nods with a small thankful smile. Jean grins at your little interaction and straightens his back, looking content with his work. He writes down Vince's number with the name Vince Matador on another page before handing it to you. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I just wanted to check on you before heading home for peace of mind. Again, if you need anything, feel free to call or text me or Vince. Good night. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Good night, you two. He circles around the car, getting back into the driver's side. The car starts up and Vince gives you a small wave as they drive away. You head into the inn, finding Dante hunched over at his desk, tinkering away at something. He raises his head at your approaching footsteps, nodding when you smile at him. Hey, how was the exploring? It went pretty well. I met plenty of people today. Plans have changed, and I'll be staying here for at least a few more days. Sure thing. I have your card on file, so I'll just charge it until you check out. Stay as long as you need. The inn's not going anywhere. Great, thanks. Then I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. He murmurs goodnight to you, already engrossed in whatever he was doing before. After a nice long shower, you get into a comfortable pair of pajamas, ready to settle into bed for the night. But before that, you pull out Andrew's drawing of you from your bag and tape it to the wall near your bed. I really did mean it when I said he should look into pursuing art for a career. It's super cute and unique. When you're content with the placement, you pull the blankets out and hop into bed. You let out a content sigh at the way you sink into the mattress. Now that you're all cozy, you pull out your phone for your nightly bedtime scrolling. But instead of your usual apps, you pull up the contacts list. Today sure was eventful. Look at all these new contacts I have. I'd say the one that was the most memorable meeting was... Oh my god! Jean, Kai, Chris, Vince, Andrew, Kevin, or what? Jean. Definitely Jean. Jean, who was the very first one you met today, comes to mind. He's been nothing but helpful and kind the entire time you two were together. He's especially eager to help someone when they need it. It's rare to find someone like that nowadays. Someone that kind somehow still has scars on his face, though. I wonder if he got into some trouble while working? I wonder if it's tough to be the hero all the time like that. He did seem a little tired when he got the call to head back to work. And he isn't just kind to you, he seems to be good friends with pretty much everyone in town. It's natural that the sheriff should be familiar with the citizens, but even as friendly as he is with Kai and Dante, his relationship with Vince seems... important. You remember the gentle look Jean gave to Vince and how Vince's tense demeanor faded a bit around him in return. The two definitely trust each other and have a close relationship that Jean treasures. In any case, Jean really is a super nice guy and is definitely great to have an acquaintance while you're here. You set your phone down feeling a hint of excitement for the next few days. You got to meet quite a diverse cast, so who knows what might happen. With a content sigh, you succumb to sleep and drift into your dreams. Can I fix my room? I did not get to modify as much of the room as I wanted to. Who should I talk to today? Can we like... I cannot. Does it say anything? I don't know who this is in my contacts. That's definitely... what's his face? Okay, that's the real estate guy. Oh, who is this? Oh, I think it's some guy surfing. I don't know who that is in my contacts list. Maybe I'll go with Wyatt. They need to leave you wanting more. I accidentally pressed the wrong thing though, you know? No, I chose wrong. This was Jean. Can I go back? I made a mistake. We're gonna load. Load. It's kind of we can skip through. I think maybe. Load menu. Let's just load this up. Okay. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, how do I like skip through?
My name's Kevin.
What if we do this time call him out? Judging by the other man's reaction, you know Kevin's joking around again. You don't want to make the guy feel awkward, so you decide to point out the obvious. Yeah, right. I'm sure he's exactly who you say he is, coming from Brine Bay's biggest star. Please ignore him. I could never be the mayor, really. My family just okay, blah, blah, blah. Got it. Really enjoyed it. Blah, 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 blah. Skipping. Trouble at the end. Skip. Jean. Skip. Important. Skip. Okay. We're gonna go to the park. We're gonna go for Jean. Birds chirp a cheerful tune in unison above your head as you drag your feet on the sidewalk. There's a few stray joggers across the street loudly chatting with each other as they go. You're not exactly bursting with energy like your surroundings, but you figured some fresh air sounded a lot better than tossing and turning in bed. So, here you are, bleary-eyed but basking in a beautiful, mild summer morning. Your wandering takes you to a lush green park that's surrounded by well-trimmed trees and bushes with blooming red flowers. Tempted by the sweet and floral scent, you head inside the park. There might even be a bench to relax on while you take in the lovely coastal breeze. Let me go, man! Hearing Dante's strained yelling. Dante? You break into a sprint, panic rising in your chest. Is someone Girl, why would you ever come to this conclusion of someone's holding him hostage? Are you kidding me? You hear his voice in the park and you're like, oh my god, he's being taken hostage? Come on. Be for real. Is he hurt? God, it's way too early to be a witness to a murder. Why would you think that? Dante's sound of struggle lead you to another part of the park. Just how big is this place? Oh, quit it, would you? His voice sounds loud and clear right in front of you. Without hesitation, you swing around the corner of a tall shrub about to confront a potential crime scene. You freeze in place with one hand holding your phone, ready to call for help. Except you're not quite sure what you're looking at. Dante's on the floor, laying on his stomach, grunting and swearing as he struggles against Jean? He's straddling Dante's legs and keeping his arms locked behind his back. Jean's back is facing you, so he hasn't noticed your heroic entrance. They look like they've been at this for a while, judging by their heaving chests and sweat-slicked limbs. Jean's hair is thoroughly tousled with stray pieces of grass, and Dante's is sticking up in wild angles. He huffs and readjusts his hold on Dante.
Would it kill you to keep it down? People are gonna get the wrong idea.
Well, if your ass stopped holding me down, then I wouldn't have to yell. Jean shrugs, the muscles in his back flexing clearly on display. Wait, what were you doing again? I won that round fair and square. If you give up, I'll let you go. As if. I'm not letting that head of yours get any bigger. Then I guess we'll just have to stay like this until you do. Maybe someone will come to your rescue if you ask nicely. Like hell I will. Weren't you the one that was worried about someone finding us and getting the wrong idea? And that's your cue. You inch forward with quiet, careful steps until you're close enough for them to hear you. You guys need to... what are you two up to, exactly? You're still trying to figure out just what is happening. You put a hand on your hip and raise a brow. So, what's going on here? Whenever I hear strange noises, I make a note of it in case it becomes important for an investigation. Really, every moment of your experience when you're outside, you're like, I need to make sure I remember all of the cars that are parked on the side of the road and their license plate in case the police contact me in like a month and they're like, did you notice a strange car on the side of the road on this day at this time? We could confirm that you were there at that time during the day. That sounds insane. So, what's going on here? Is this something I should be worried about? Jean jolts, instantly dropping his tight hold on Dante. His head whips around and his jaw slackens when your gaze meets his. He practically leaps off Dante, who flops onto the grass with a loud grunt. Jean clears his throat, frantically brushing the grass off his clothes and hair. He pulls at his clothes, trying to look as presentable as he can while sweaty and worn out. Speaking of, you notice that Jean's out of uniform. The casual fit looks really good on him, especially since you can see all those muscles on display. Princess, hey, what brings you here this early in the day? Couldn't sleep in anymore, so I decided to take a walk around town again. I happened to be right by the park when I heard Dante yelling, so I rushed over here to see if he needed help. Jean huffs and shakes his head. He crosses his arms over his chest, looking at you with a fond smirk on his lips. You know, I'm not sure if I should be more impressed or worried that you dove right into possible danger to help someone. Dante slowly drags himself off the floor with a low groan. Oh, I sure am grateful as hell that you did. He stretches his arms high above his head while rolling his head from side to side. His back gives a loud pop and his arms drop with a sigh of relief. Tell you what, I'll give you a discount for the rest of your stay, just for saving me from this asshole. He trudges over and roughly elbows Jean's side. Jean rolls his eyes, but his smirk widens at Dante's scowl. Thanks for the crick in my neck, by the way. I'm really looking forward to working with that all day. Jean tugs his shirt up a bit to show off an impressive bruise growing near the right side of his hip. He also has a really nice set of abs, which totally isn't important right now. Really, I think we're even now, actually. You look back and forth between the two. So, what were you two doing? I mean, aside from getting sweaty and rolling around the grass together. It was just some morning calisthenics we do whenever we both have time. It's a good way to help stretch our muscles and stay in shape. Just some morning calisthenics. Calisthenics? Calisthenics? My ass. You knocked me off my feet and held me like that for at least 5 minutes! He jabs the thumb at Jean, who rolls his eyes again at Dante's complaints. You're honestly surprised at Jean's behavior, considering his first impression. He seems to have his guard lowered around Dante and is more playful in comparison to his serious sheriff mode. This guy trains himself to stay in shape for his job. What I don't get is him dragging me out to do these training sessions with him. I do them because I'm not on the field all the time. It's good to keep a strong physique and sharp mind, just in case. Oh yeah? And what part of straddling someone and pinning them down is going to be used in your current field work? Jean answers him with a bark of laughter and a shake of his head. You can't help wondering what these training sessions entail exactly. Can I join? No way? What do you mean no way? Say so where? We're so say so. We're so say so. We're like the most super say so. But actually, let's save real fast. Can I even save right now? I am gonna take a break. I think the game is not, which is fine, right? Like the game is not as voiced as I thought it was going to be. So it is a little bit heavier on my voice than like a regular stream. So I'm gonna take a break right now. I think we're just gonna take a break every hour to just give me a little bit of a break for my voice, and then we will be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, you guys? So take this time to maybe get some water, stretch your legs, and we will be back. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you for the head pat. Hello! I'm sorry, I got distracted. I was cuddling with my dog boy and he is making some loud noises. Lay down. Good boy. Okay, sorry about that. We're back. Hello, hello. Hopefully you guys have had a good little break. Let us return to the game. What these training sessions entail. Can I join? Can I join? Honestly, this looks kind of fun. Can I join? Two completely different reactions show up on the men's faces. Jean's eyes light up as he nods eagerly. Dante scowls as he mouths something to you and mimes his head getting cut off. Jean ignores him and steps up to you. Your heart does a small flip at the bright smile he gives you. At this distance, you can feel the warmth from his body and smell hints of several scents. It's mainly grass with something lightly sweet and tropical underneath. Maybe mango?
You don't have to ask me twice. I'll make sure to adjust the sets to match what you're comfortable with.
Dante scoffs and crosses his arms over his chest. Where the hell was that offer for me? So, before I make a workout plan, how's your level of physical activity usually? You offer Dante a shrug and wry smile when he makes an affronted noise at Jean. I'd say I'm not fit at all. Does walking to classes count? I get winded going up a flight of stairs, so that's no problem at all. I'm glad to hear you're interested in trying, even though it's not something you usually do. It's all about routine. You can go at your own pace and comfort. Even 5 minutes a day is a great start. You watch as he steps away and stretches his arms in front of him. After a few moments, he releases them and starts to roll each shoulder. His movements show off the taut, coiled muscles in his arms and chest. He tilts his head and catches your curious gaze. Let's get some stretches in first. Trust me, your body will thank you tomorrow. Yeah, wouldn't want to have a damn crick in your neck all day. Dante's casually leaning against a tree, arms crossed over his chest. Jean rolls his eyes, an amused smirk on his lips. Good point. Better safe than sorry. Great, I know some good yoga poses that really help. Once Jean deems you ready, he leads you into a few simple yoga poses. He's taking your level of activity to heart, so you haven't felt uncomfortable at all. At the moment, you find yourself bent over with your legs straight and arms hanging in front of you. Jean looks over to check on you and smiles encouragingly. Okay, so from this half-hanging position, we'll go into a downward dog. Ready? Yep. As you follow Jean's instructions, a little idea pops into your head. Maybe this is a good chance to... What are we gonna tease him? What are we gonna do? Tease him? Tease him? Who says you can't have a little fun with him? Emboldened by the idea, you stand up and beckon Jean over with a wave. What are we even gonna do? He raises a curious brow but walks over to you. I was wondering if you could teach me with them. I don't think that's what I expected. A hands-on learning experience. It's my first time doing it in this position. To your delight, Jean's cheeks tinge bright red at your suggestive wording. He clears his throat and rubs at the back of his neck.
Yeah? Sure, I can help you.
Dante wolf whistles and Jean scowls over at him, ears reddening. Get a room, would you? But for my sake and yours, the end's off limits. Jean clears his throat again, turning his back to Dante.
Anyways, let me help you get into position. Is it okay if I touch you?
You nod, giving him a bright smile. He instructs you to return to the half hang and you feel gentle, hesitant hands on your hips. As he guides you into the proper stance, you hear Dante snickering. Jean's hands grow warmer, but you keep quiet, deciding not to tease him too much. After a series of different stretches, you're feeling much more nimble now. Both of you straighten your backs, ready for the actual exercises.
Okay, we're all warmed up. Let's...
Sheriff Williams! Look over to see a middle-aged woman standing near some bushes along the border of the park. She's standing awfully tense while wringing her hands. Sorry, why don't we take a break here? I'll be back as soon as I can. You nod and he jogs over to her. Dante appears next to you, giving you a worried frown. What's going on? Your guess is as good as mine. A few minutes later, Gene returns with a pinch to his brows.
I'm sorry, but I have to go. It's urgent business, but it's nothing I can't handle. Don't worry.
I'm really glad we got to hang out, Princess. Let's try to make this a regular thing if we can while you're here. I'll see you around? You bet. I had a lot of fun, too. The creases in his face smooth out minutely as he smiles softly at you. He waves goodbye to you and Dante before he takes off back to the woman. She leads him out of the park, and you watch until his figure disappears around the corner. I know he said not to be worried, but what do you think he's going to do? Dante huffs, putting a hand on his hip. Knowing him, probably something not under his job description. Again. Where should I go now? We've got Kai, Wyatt, and Kevin, I think? Can I even save? I can't save right now. Maybe Kai. Let's do a second save. There. I want to change, I really want to change my, oh, can I get the log? It's pretty unlikely that anything changed in the what? Day and a half since Kai said you'd be sitting pretty in Brine Bay for an indeterminate amount of time, left here by whims of a rental company's willingness to do paperwork. But unlikely didn't mean impossible. As it turns out, the garage is about a hop, skip, and a step away from about anywhere in town, and before long you see its plain exterior tucked between Brine Bay's colorful cityscape. The shutters are drawn high, but there aren't the telltale signs of cars being worked on or anyone around to work on them. Maybe everyone's out to lunch? Isn't it a kind of bad idea to leave it open like this, though? Bang! Ow, 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 ow! Well, that's a familiar voice. One that sounds a lot more distressed than you remember, but... Kai? You sidestep an abandoned mechanic's creeper and weave in between a pair of mobile tool racks. Kai doesn't answer, but the farther you make it inside, the louder you can hear him muttering more than his fair share of colorful expletives. By the time you find him, he's knelt to the floor between a couch and a rolling cart with one hand at the back of his head, while its opposite collects a wrench and a handful of nuts and bolts. A knitted blanket pools at his feet, and judging from the multiple pillows, it's a pretty easy guess to make that you'd caught him red-handed during an afternoon snooze. Nap-handed? Heard that... Kai palms the floor, ostensibly to find another lug nut before he ends up at your shoes. He slowly looks up, his eyes widening as he rockets to his feet. Hey. Princess! Only to bang his head into his cart. He sucks air in between his teeth as he manages a shy smile, still furiously rubbing at the back of his head before he finally rises to greet you. Hey! Didn't realize anyone was going to swing by, or I would have... You need something? Left something in the car? Did you miss me? Kai teases, but any real charm is lost as he rubs the sleep out of his eyes, at least. Oh my god, let's flirt with him too! Yeah, exactly, how'd you guess? I've been told that I have that effect on people. Oh, 100%. I don't know how anyone could resist. His eyebrows raise slightly, the corner of his lips curling into his cheek. Yeah? Yeah, your dazzling personality and oil-stained hands are really doing it for me. No comments on my smile or the random tiny braid in my hair? Not unless you want them. I should treat Chris next time. Whatever he said to talk me up to you, didn't have to. It was love at first sight. Alright, maybe let's relax a little. So he says, but he isn't obviously shying away from any attention on your part. So what's up? Seriously. Couldn't find a casino around here, so I figured I'd try my luck with you. Any news with the car? He tosses his wrench and all the little bits and pieces he'd grabbed into the metal segmented tray with a clatter, watching only to make sure each thing landed in the right section. Yeah, your car broke down in the wrong area. Nearest place to play slots would be at least 2 hours away. Then, as if to correct an assumption before it forms, he adds, my folks love going. Concerts and whatever. But, nah, no movement from the rental or the dealer. I checked in this morning, but, yep, sorry. I know that's not what anyone wants to hear. From the look on his face, you'd have thought it was his car that broke down instead of yours. Well, it'd been too much to hope in the first place. But, hey, it's only been a day, so fingers crossed. Worst comes to worst, I'll go and make you a new alternator myself. Really? The wheels of his cart rumble as he drags it towards one of the cars. Sure, come back to me after I get a certificate and take a couple 100,000 classes. A rasp of a laugh escapes him, the mechanic peeking out at you from the corner of his eye. There's almost a winking self-assurance that you either love or hate. Stool legs scrape against concrete as he scoots closer to inspect the car's interior, gaze ebbing away again with the tide of his attention. He navigates around the prop rod, hiding himself in the shadow of the car hood. Warm brown eyes turn clinical as he reconsiders its aging internals. You're briefly forgotten in the garage, along with this afternoon affair with couch cushions. Well, now what? You could always head into town. There had to be something happening, right? Or maybe the move was to head back to the inn. You planning on hanging out? Huh? Twirling a headless socket tool in hand, Kai's attention flows back to you. In the garage. There's something leading in his tone, almost as if he... Trying to go back to sleep, huh? I wouldn't really call it a sleep, more of a cat nap, an hour tops. That's not a cat nap. He chuckles, picking through the various chrome heads piled into a disorganized tray before snapping one onto the socket. Yeah, you caught me. If you are, though... He pulls up another old stool to his side from a workbench, waving you over in open invitation. Without no other obvious plans on the horizon, you settle down beside him. Oop, sorry, wrong button. Oh, let's check this. Oh, okay. Maybe don't do that. Ignore. Maybe we can look at contacts? Can we type anything? Oh! Don't do whatever that was. Okay, one of those was screenshots. Oh, F is for full screen. I see. Okay. I think S is for screenshot or something. Interesting. Okay. You cannot not type a message here. He pulls up another old stool to his side from a workbench, waving you over in open invitation. With no other obvious plans on the horizon, you settle down beside him. Almost as soon as you do, he leans over to a nearby work table and twists the knob of an old-school radio until the speakers crackle to life. The two of you join in the middle of a chorus of an old song. You heard this one before? Kai's unafraid to sing along once he finds the rhythm. His voice, a rough and uneasy thing. Joining in the melody is the chick-chick-chick of the socket and the creaking of an old chair as he leans forward, the toe of his boot scraping against the ground. What have you been up to since I last saw you? You mean in the last day and a half? Did you know Dante? I'm taking it easy and looking around by myself. No, I don't want to say that. Do we want to say that? Maybe we want to say that.
Yeah?
You had a pretty rough day yesterday, so I guess that makes sense. It wasn't great, but it wasn't too bad. Things turned out to be pretty okay. Just, you know, I don't have anything to do, so I've been wandering around. That's why you're hanging out at a garage with me? Wouldn't you like to know? Alright, keep your secrets. What about you? Not much. Pretty much came back to the garage after I dropped you off, worked, fell asleep, got up, worked, and then you woke me up. Well, his eyes flicked to the side with the tiniest twinge of guilt crossing his features. The floor woke me up after I fell off the couch. Deep in it, huh?
Yeah.
Not really a morning person. If I could have it my way, I'd have gotten here about an hour ago. But the garage has got to open and none of our employees have the keys. He shrugs half-heartedly. Kai slowly slides off the chair, the sleeves of his jacket nearly getting caught on the seat's frayed and peeling surface before he turns his back towards you to kick a tray deeper beneath the car. Who normally opens the garage then? My dad. Oh, right. Kai mentioned something about that the last time you'd been here. He opens something and the smell of oil hits the air. Acrid. Burnt. I've been kinda bad about it, the whole on-time thing. Can you hold this for me? Without waiting, he hands off the tool he's been working with to you and quietly returns to the car. It's one of at least 2 others, not including yours, in the garage, in addition to a motorcycle. Both vehicles sit propped open, though the second sits locked onto a lowered lift. Now that you were getting a chance to look at the place, it was kinda tiny. It couldn't have held more than another car at most. Maybe that wasn't a problem for a place as small as you've been led to believe Brine Bay was? You watch as Kai methodically moves around it, searching for something before he gets up and walks past you in his cart to disappear into the bright red cabinets nearby. Are you sure you're okay? He chuckles. Kai doesn't move his hands, but he tips his head forward. You're free to check. Didn't think it was so hard to fall I'd make you worry, but I don't hate the attention. He makes a point of pushing his hair aside with the back of his head canting to the side as if he was baring his throat to you. A bead of sweat traces the curve. Yep, looks good! Oh, I see. Okay, do you get a lot of business from the rental company? Would you be surprised if I said yes? It's called bargain wheels for a reason. They're not exactly in great shape all the time. I guess statistically they've got to be decent, but dunno. Most of the fixes aren't bad. Flat tires, busted up bumpers, empty gas tanks, jumping a car sometimes. Most rentals are new, but I guess you got a lemon. You always work on multiple cars at once? Depends on what I'm doing. Wouldn't even try it if it's something as serious as what's going on with your car, but an oil change? Tune-up? Yeah. He jerks his chin in the direction of the vehicle on the lift. Both of our guys are actually working on these ones. I'm supposed to be working on the bike, but I figured I can help. They're, kind of behind since I came in late. It's fine. It'll all get done eventually, and everyone kind of assumes it'll be a while before they get them back. So them's the breaks? Yep, my mom's convinced she's a comedic genius. I guess my dad was going to just call it Nguyen Auto Shop, but one search online and you tell me if we'd stand out and get any business. Yam, hello, welcome and thank you for the head pats. Welcome in, Yam. I hope you've been doing well. So yeah, them's the breaks. Technically, it's them's the breaks, Nguyen and Son Auto Shop, but it's kind of a mouthful. Still gotta say it when we answer the phone though. He reads through a drawer and you hear the clattering of its contents. At the far wall, you spy a handful of what you can only assume are family photos. His parents and a dark-haired Kai that looks as unfamiliar to you now as he'd been yesterday, an entirely new stranger. He returns to the car with a bottle of synthetic oil in his newly gloved hands, but not before jokingly bumping his knee into yours as if to tell you to move. Kai volunteers the next question as he removes a handful of other parts and places them aside onto another rolling cart. He drags it over with his foot, too. Where are you headed after this? Probably to figure out dinner? Yeah, but it's not what I meant. I meant, where were you heading before your car broke down? I was guessing maybe a city or two over, but couldn't really place you. Oh, I was going to visit my family. My parents are maybe about 600 miles from campus. I had about 6 hours left before I got there. Just finished chapter 2 of Resident Evil 4 guide. Hope you're ready to face your fears. No, I'm not ready. Yeah, I'm not ready. We are so not ready. So not ready for that. I'm very, very scared. Guys, if you haven't, please check out Yam. She is a total yapper She's been doing more like kind of topic yapping recently instead of doing like video essays. Because I knew her for her video essays, but she's doing more live stream, kind of like going through certain topics. I know also if you are a male VTuber, she is collecting kind of like submissions to go over your design and your content plan, to give you some advice as a VTuber manager. So go check her out, you guys. It's okay, it's just a few zomzoms. I don't know what a zomzom is, and I'm scared, so maybe don't tell me. Don't tell me what a zomzom is. No, thank you. And you'd driven for about 3 and another 6 hours, 9 hours for 600 miles. I don't think the math works out that way. You'd be going at 66 miles per hour the entire way. That's to also include all the traffic getting onto the freeway and all the traffic getting off the freeway home. So you would be going at least 75, 80 consistently on the highway. Maybe. That doesn't sound right. And that's like straight driving too, also, now that I think about it. That's just like, you're driving the entire 9 hours and you're not stopping to eat, you're not stopping to pee. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. You're insane. What? How? Couldn't get me to sit in a car for 9 hours, never mind driving it. Seriously? Aren't you a car guy? Does every dentist like teeth? It's an odd comparison, and the look on Kai's face suggests he knows it too. Byproduct of the trade. I see these things break down inside and out. You hear a weird noise once, and it'll haunt you for the rest of the drive. He sighs, watching as the oil starts to drip out of the car and onto the pan before returning to his stool. So, you don't drive? I didn't say that. I take my car out every now and again, but... He removes a glove to scratch his nose before pulling it back on again. Whoa, the eyes are wigging out. Mostly just to make sure it's running well. Nothing's getting stagnant, and everything works the way it's supposed to. Hardly ever drive out of town. Maybe I should. Not much of a travel guy? Don't really know what to see. Maybe I'd go more if I had a motorcycle or something. Aren't the statistics, worse? Yeah, but they're cooler. That kind of outweighs it. Kai! His head snaps to attention as another man's voice carries from the entrance to where the two of you sit in the garage. Kai shouts back louder than you'd thought possible. Yeah! I'm back! You could take your lunch now, man! I already did! He's apologetic when he turns his attention back to you, his smile a little weaker. Guess you're back, so it's about to get real crowded and sweaty here real fast. Probably time to head out. Kai offers you a hand to take, but pauses when he remembers at the last second he's still wearing oil slick gloves. Popping it off and tucking it underarm, Kai helps you step down without much trouble. Hello, Carman! Welcome! How are you? Welcome in. I hope you're having a good Tuesday evening. The walk to the shutters isn't long, and Kai says his goodbye with a casual lean against the low, painted black frame. Hope hanging out at least kind of made the walk worth it? What should we say? You were pretty alright, I guess. It was pretty fun hanging out. Very fine, how about you? It's been a long day. I had a lot of stuff to do at work, but I'm glad that I'm home. I'm glad that I'm enjoying my evening by relaxing, playing video games, and streaming, because, that's what I enjoy doing. Hello, Luke. How are you? I am having a good night. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you had a fun celebration yesterday. I was kind of lurking, and I saw you like kind of wrapping up, and then I saw Chow say like, "Oh, but it's so interesting," and then you're like, "Oh, we can do a little more as a little treat." So I hope you had fun with the game. What should we say to this? Oh, let's save. Save. No worries. Thank you, Carman, for coming in. We'll be here when you get back. You were pretty alright, I guess. Ouch, that one hurt more than my head. As you wave goodbye, you pass by an older man who nods in your direction. Must be one of the mechanics. You don't get farther than a few steps from the garage before... Was that your girlfriend? Shut up, man, no! I thought she looked too good for you. You got new bedhead, by the way. Ah, shit. Where should I go now? Let's see. We have Jean in the suburbs. I don't remember this guy's name. Oh, Chris. Chris at the park. And Kevin at the diner. What else do we have? Diner. Beach. I don't know who that is. Mystery person. Diner. Beach. Arcade. Kai at the arcade. I wanna see Gene. Let's go bother him. Nothing beats a nice walk through town on a summer evening. The skies are a breathtaking blend of purple and orange, with the sun resting idly on the horizon, ready for rest. I would have kept going if I didn't have to be responsible and do things. Yeah, I hate being responsible for doing things the next day, like work. It sucks. Are you enjoying this game? There are so many hot men in this game. It is insane. Laughter and chatter from patrons at a nearby outdoor restaurant drifts across the air. Others are on the streets taking in the gentle ocean breeze, just like you are. You have an extra skip in your step as you cross the street, entering a quiet suburb. Many houses have their lights on while the street lamps cast a warm yellow glow on the roads and sidewalks. Oh, let's see who that mysterious person was. Vince! Oh, he changed his thing. I see. There are a few people out front, either watering the lawn or watching their kids dash around, squealing with glee. Oh, perfect. Yeah, you should check out this game. It's called Threads of You. It's early access demo. The game is not done, but they are releasing the demo to kind of hype up their Kickstarter because they're trying to kind of get more funding for their game. And so they released an unfinished version of it. And like, I mean, it's pretty fun so far, and the art has been like incredible. The guys are super hot, you know. The premise is really interesting. So, I mean, check it out. Why not? If you like it enough, definitely give it some love and support on Kickstarter. You pass a couple more houses, but pause when you see a familiar figure walking across a freshly mowed lawn. Jean? Upon closer look, it really is Jean, in full uniform, hoisting a stepladder in one arm. He swiftly opens it and perches it against the tree in front of him. A woman with graying hair tied into a neat bun stands just a few feet from him, frantically looking up the tree and back to him several times. Are you sure this is tall enough? My husband's got another ladder in the garage somewhere.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'll be able to reach him just fine. He might need a little treat to lure him down enough for me to grab him, though.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll go get them. Hold on, I need a cough. You startle as she makes a beeline straight for you. There is no time to react as she bulldozes past and roughly bumps into your shoulder. She stammers out a hasty apology before taking a sharp left turn into the house you're standing in front of. What was that all about? Confused but curious, you head over to where Jean is. He plants a foot firmly on the first step of the ladder, while his hands lightly push at the handrails. Leaves crunch under your feet, alerting him of your presence. He whips his head around at the sound and his eyes light up happily. Princess! Hey, taking another stroll around town? Yep, what are you up to? That lady looked pretty panicked. Oh, well, A low-pitched meow from above cuts him off. You look up and find a plump orange Persian cat lounging on a thick branch, staring at you with its big, inquisitive eyes. It gives 2 blinks before turning its attention to Jean. The cat's short but fluffy tail sways from side to side. Huh. And here I thought saving cats from trees was a firefighter's job. He offers a casual shrug and smirk at your teasing tone. We don't need a fire ladder to reach this guy. Trust me. Also, sheriffs can do this from time to time, you know? Next time, you'll tell me you expect me to sit in my car and eat donuts all day. Well, I did have one this morning, but that's besides the point. He readjusts the ladder and tries it out once again with one foot on the step. Anyways, I should try to get this guy down before his owner comes back. Jean cranes his neck up and meets the cat's gaze. He meows again, paws clawing at the branch under him. You watch as Jean makes his way up the ladder with practiced ease and smooth steps. His long legs offer him the height advantage along with the ladder and, for you personally, a great view. Alright, come on down, Bart. Let's get you some treats, huh? Hold on, did you just call him Bart? Jean tries to coax the cat, Bart, into his hands. He makes little noises at Bart, who stares vacantly back. He doesn't budge at all despite Jean's attempts. Jean heaves a sigh, his arms dropping to his sides. I guess I should introduce you two in the meantime. Princess, this is Bartholomew. Bartholomew, this is Princess. Had to step out. Any of the boys more interesting than the others so far? I really like the first 2 characters we saw, but also I'm just like, you know, good enough. Like, love these characters. So that's just me personally. Love Jean. Also, gotta love a guy that's last name is Nguyen, okay? We gotta represent the Viet diaspora. We love Vietnamese people! Bart responds with another low meow as you wave up at him. Don't be fooled by his act right now. He's famous for being a cranky old-timer with a nasty temper. I've got the battle scars to prove it. Sounds like you two have history. Is he a longtime fan of yours? God, no. At least he seems to dislike everyone aside from his owner equally. My officers are busy enough as it is, and I don't think I'd want to subject them to Bart's wrath if I can avoid it, so it's up to me. Is this what you were called for earlier this morning? Sounds like a tough job to be Brian Bay's best kitty rescuer. Also, how was your yoga today, Fuzz, if you're still here? And Beetle, I'm not sure why you stepped away today, but I hope you had a good time. Were you eating dinner? Oh my god, tell me, what was your dinner today? I really, really am craving like a chowder. I really want like I want to eat the filling for chicken pot pie. Maybe that's possible. I would need milk though. I just want to eat the filling. And maybe like I would bake up the pie crust in little pieces and crumble it and put it just on top as like a little topping. But like I want to eat it as a soup. That sounds so good actually though. Maybe I'll look up the recipe. Hello, Action. Welcome in. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Good evening. He snorts and shakes his head. Thankfully, most cats know better than Bart. It was actually a troublemaker kid that thought he could skate and snatch from a shop on the boardwalk. I made sure to give him a firm warning after he apologized to shop owner, so hopefully I don't need to have another run-in with him. Unlike this repeat offender up there. Bart's list of offenses also include being an escape artist. His owner used to be able to grab him herself, but she had a rough fall the last time she did. Oh my god, how bad was it? She was in a wheelchair for a good bit. After that incident, she's made sure to ask for help whenever this guy gets into trouble. Let me guess, you gave her your number? We were neighbors for a bit when I was a kid, so she's an old friend of my parents. She's had it for quite some time now. You know, I would have thought I'd get less calls as Bart got older. Turns out I was wrong, and he's trying to set some kind of record. Bart lets out a cheerful meow, puffing his fluffy chest up. That wasn't a compliment, bud. Don't look so smug. lentils and bits of tofu, so that kind of savory soup-like thing. Love a good mush. Oh my god, that sounds so good. I've been kind of wanting... It's not super cold yet, but I've just been wanting like hearty soups and kind of like stews, and not having to like worry about plating up individual components, you know? I just want to be able to scoop it into my bowl and heat it up and just be done. Anyways, if you've got some time to spare, could you help me out? Sure, what's up? Just keep the ladder steady for me. I'm going to head up higher to reach him better. You nod and place both hands on either side of the ladder. Gene gives a thumbs up before he stretches upwards to grab onto a lower hanging branch. He shakes the branch briefly to test the strength and then hoists himself up with a grunt. Bart watches the whole ordeal lazily with one eye open. Ha! Looks like I've still got it. Agree, can't wait for it to cool down a bit so it feels more sensible to eat this kind of soup stew. I think this year I really want to try making, for the first time in my life, I want to try making baka. Because like I've made pho and I've made bung pa wei now, but I've never tried making baka. And it's like one of my favorite Viet dishes. It's like, how to describe what it is? It is like a beef stew with carrots, and I like putting potatoes in it, or I like eating it with potatoes. And it's kind of like a unique beef stew, I think, because it uses like lemongrass as a seasoning. So it's kind of has like a different, like refreshing smell to it. And it uses stew beef meat. So it's really savory and really yummy. Yeah, I love a good stew over potatoes. Plus, like some people eat it with like rice noodles. I guess I learned that you could eat it with rice noodles for the first time like this year. But in my family, whenever we had baka, it would be with bread, you know, like a nice Vietnamese like little baguette, a little banh mi, you know. This sounds so good. I'm so hungry. I'm not hungry, but I'm hungry for that specifically. You're not that old. Oh, come on, don't be so dramatic. You make yourself sound ancient. Gene looks down at you with a slight frown and puts a hand over his chest. Hey, I'm 27 years old. That's way beyond the tree climbing age limit. Looks like you and Bart have something in common then. Gene tries to inch closer towards Bart, making sure to keep one hand on the branch. The cat is thoroughly unimpressed with his efforts, turning his head away. Not to point out the obvious, but I think he's a lost cause until he gets a whiff of kitty kibble. Okay, you win. When are you inviting chat over for that meal? But yeah, that does sound delicious. Ooh, what if, like, I know I have a cooking stream with Lilith planned, so we'll need to do that stream, right? But like, what if we did a cooking stream plus a gaming stream while that cooks? I don't think we would do like another 24-hour stream like the pho recipe. I think I owe you guys a 24-hour stream though. But like, what if we like cooked at the beginning of stream, went to go play video games while it cooked on the stove, and then came back to eat it? I think that would be so yummy. I think that would be like delicious. That would be the play. I think that would be it. Maybe. I'll think about it. We'll think about it. Maybe sometime in November, because I'm so busy in October. Gene heaves a drawn-out sigh, running a hand through his hair. He's never made it easy for me. So, how's the weather up there? You snicker as Gene gives you a blank stare. Lovely, really. Sitting in a tree trying to fetch a grouchy old cat, just how I wanted to spend my evening. He jerks his chin up at the loud squeal of kids playing on the front lawn a few houses down. I will say, though, it's my favorite time of day to be outside. It has been since I was little. Gene looks back down at you, the warm sunset casting a soft outline to one side of his body. Speaking of kids, any interesting childhood stories you've got that can help us pass the time a bit? Let me think. I once ran an underground snack trade ring. It might not look like it, but I was the leader of an organized crime once. Selling snacks in between classes in the restrooms was definitely against school policy, but it was an easy way to earn extra cash. Fruit chews were the most popular. That worked in my favor since chocolate melted way too fast in my backpack. You wouldn't happen to still be involved in this sort of crime ring, would you? Nope, I learned my lesson. Well, sort of. My parents equally scolded my ass and praised me for my savvy entrepreneurship. If you're a bit hungry, I got some crackers in my bag, as long as you keep it between us. New Princess Lord just dropped. I did, in high school, I did used to sell Pocky as a way to fundraise my Fanime badge way back in, you know, in my youths. Selling candy in the bathroom. We did not sell candy in the bathroom. And selling Pocky in between class was totally okay and legal in the eyes of the school. So, but yeah, that's how we would fundraise for our Fanime badges back then, was selling Pocky at school. Man, kids fucking love Pocky, by the way. Just as you prepare another round of stories, Bart's owner bursts out of her front door with an armful of treats and toys. Here, I have them. Oh, Barty, baby, it's okay. Mommy will get you back down. Please hand them to me. She's climbing up the ladder with shaky legs before Jean can warn her to stay put. Please get back down. It's not safe. The ladder creaks and she starts to tip backwards to the horror of you both. She lets out a gasp, the treats and toys slipping from her arms. They fall onto the grass with a light thump. Your heart leaps into your throat and the rest of you springs into action. You catch the ladder and hold it steady, blocking her from falling with your upper body. Oh shit, are you okay? Yes. Oh, thank God. Here, can you push yourself upright? I'll hold on to it so you can get down. She nods shakily and starts to descend when she's properly standing again. Dude, what are you doing? Jean slumps forward, face a touch paler than usual. Please be careful, ma'am. Why don't you go ahead and get Bart's electric blanket heated and ready? The two of us will get him down since we've got his goodies now. Right. I'm sorry. Don't be. I understand you're worried, but Bart is in safe hands. We'll reunite you two soon enough, alright? Lamau, classic useless cop. Yes, thank you both of you. I'm terribly sorry. You offer an awkward but gentle pat on her back. Jean smiles reassuringly and gestures towards the house. She bows deeply, murmuring another apology before slowly walking over to the house with her head down. Once the door closes behind her, Jean lets out a ragged sigh. He extends a hand towards you with a weary yet relieved smile. Thanks for the save. Why don't you pick something out from Bart's stash so we can get him down once and for all? You glance down at the array of treats and toys. His owner spoils him rotten with all these choices, that's for sure. You reach for the cat treats. You distinctly remember Jean mentioning about using treats to lure Bart down, so you grab a tube of puree and hand it to him.
Come on, Bart. It's your favorite.
It's your favorite, Bart. Jean opens the tube, squeezing out a bit of puree before bringing it closer to Bart. The cat's reaction is instantaneous as his ears perk up and he meows softly at the tempting scent. He carefully maneuvers himself down to the branch where Jean is and approaches softly. Slowly. Jean's shoulders slag in relief when Bart starts licking at the tube happily. Alright now, will you be a good boy and come back down with me? Jean receives a pleased meow from Bart. He sighs and gives the tube another squeeze. You gave your owner a good scare, bud. Next time let's play in a place where she can reach you, huh? Alright, since he's calm now, I'm going to hand him to you. Please be careful though. Don't worry, you've warned me plenty about this guy. Making sure the ladder is firmly in place, you climb up and reach out to Jean. He gently hands the cat over, who slips into your embrace without any fuss. Should I put him down somewhere? Definitely not, if you can help it. Knowing this guy, he'll sneak off the second we turn our backs. Mind stepping down from the ladder? I think it's time I leave this tree too. As you carefully get back onto the grass with Bart curled up in one arm, you look up to watch Jean start to make his descent. Offer him a helping hand. Need some help getting down? You make sure your grip on Bart is secure before stretching out a free arm toward Jean. He blinks in surprise at the gesture. He quickly recovers and smiles softly, fitting his palm over yours. Oh my goodness. You're welcome. He descends the ladder, feet landing on the grass with a light thud. He maintains eye contact the entire time, and you swear there's a twinkle in his eyes. I finally unlocked co-op in Dying Light the Beast, and on the first night, me and my friends got absolutely destroyed. Oh. Oh no. Well, I hope that you can beat it soon. The two of you remain clasped together, his warmth gently heating you from the inside out. A few beats later, he slowly slips away from your grasp, almost hesitant to let go. Gene grabs the stepladder, folding and tucking it under one arm. He turns back to you and extends his free hand. I'll hold on to the big guy, just to be safe. Are you sure you want to do that? He seems pretty chill in my arms right now. Don't worry, this isn't the first time I've done it. Why don't I hold him while you grab the rest of his treats and toys? Are you sure? Definitely. Well, if it's okay with you, could you help me out a bit more then? Of course, I've got nowhere else to be. And who wouldn't want to hold this cute guy, You coo at Bart, who slowly binks in response. Gene's jaw drops when Bart starts purring loudly against your chest. There's no way he warmed up to you that quickly. There's gotta be a treat hidden on you somewhere. Don't listen to the grumpy man. He's just jealous. Oh, yes. Who is the cutest Persian kitty in the world? Oh my god. Have you guys seen the YouTube video of the lady who dresses up her cat? And she just goes like, oh, aren't you the most decent princess in town? Like the most decent cat. It's so cute. It's so adorable. She's so decent. She's so decent. But yeah, it was very adorable. It sounds adorable. It was so cute. Bart meows softly as one of his paws kneads the air. I guess I should just leave you two alone then. You snicker as Gene sighs dramatically. Your merry trio heads to the woman's house to hand Bart back, reveling in their tearful reunion. Gene advises the woman to get Bart a cat tree to try and deter him from climbing the ones outside, to which she readily agrees. He walks with you to the street corner before pulling out his phone. Looks like I've got to get back to the station to follow up on some things. You never stop, do you? Gene clears his throat and avoids your curious gaze.
I'm fine, trust me. Anyways, thanks for helping me out today. I owe you one.
They're zombies that only appear in dark zones and come out during the night, but killing them gives huge loot and also grants you insane XP when paired with the nighttime XP bonus. And on the first in-game night, me and my friends had over 40 chasing us. Oh, that's so scary. His phone rings and he picks up the call, waving as he leaves. You smile and wave back, watching him jog down the street. The door closes behind you with a soft click. After a long, eventful day, you wrap things up with a nice hot shower and get into some fresh pajamas. As you head towards the bed, you can't help letting out a small laugh and shake your head when memories of today flash through your mind. There isn't a dull moment around here, huh? You plug your phone in before you pull the covers back and flop onto the comfortable mattress. Alright, time to settle in for my nightly scrolling. Let's see. Oh! The words and colors begin to blur on the screen and your eyelids start to droop like they're held down by heavy weights. I think I can finally sleep. With a sleepy press of a button, your phone screen turns black and you limply plop it beside your pillow. Your eyes shut as the soothing sounds of the beach from the slightly open window lull you to sleep. Off to the dream world you go, preparing you for another eventful day tomorrow. And hello! How was your stream today? How was Peak? Did you have fun? Did you have lots of fun? I, first of all, want to know how to type messages to people. Second of all, that I can no longer look at people's social media posts. And third of all, I would like to be able to decorate my room because I stopped doing it suddenly, and that was by accident. Save. It was good. I kept dying. Oh no. I mean, I would die too. It's okay. I understand. Totally understand. They need to have like a way for you to, oops, update. Once I click it, I'm locked in. I need to pick someone. Let's see. Wyatt. Who is this guy again? Oh, the artist guy. Andrew Mitchell. Vince. The singer Kevin. And Chris. I mean, we could talk to the artist dude. Could go here. But actually, it is like 9:30, and I kind of wanted to like take Hermes out on like a long walk. So, I think we're actually going to call it here. Let me save the game. I'm not sure when we will be playing this again. I do like it. I do like it enough to keep playing it to see. At least, like, we're at least gonna try to go for Jean, right? And I would like for us to see how far the game has been developed for maybe, like, the... Because I assume Jean is, like, the main character, you know? Like, the main male love interest. So I would like to see at least where that story ends for the demo. I don't know if I will be scheduling it this next week, because we also have Hades 2 that's coming out officially this week, so I would like to schedule it for next week. And the other thing is, there's like a peak week on Twitch, and if I stream peak with friends, I think before the 30th, I'll get a channel emote, or like a special peak emote, and I really want that. So, I'm trying to put together maybe like a peak stream with friends. I think that would be fun. But did you get it today, Han? Because I know you streamed peak with friends today. Did you get like a special peak emote? I'm kind of jealous. You guys didn't even know that Twitch was gonna have a peak week, but how can I check? Let me grab the link for you. And let me just paste it. And maybe you can check this link for information, because that's the link that I saw. That's pretty peak. It can take up to 72 hours. Yeah, hold on, let me go to... Yeah, the only time that I have available to stream peak, I mean... My friend canceled dinner on me tomorrow, but I don't know that I would be able to get something together with a lot of people tomorrow. The only time after that that I would be available is, I think, like Sunday in the morning. But then it would need to end before like 2 p.m. Which I know you're busy. Which, by the way, you guys, if you haven't, please give Hana a follow. She's going to be doing a charity cooking stream on Sunday. And she is making some Korean hot dogs and mochi donuts with friends. So go check her out if you would like to watch her do some cooking in the kitchen for charity on Sunday. But yeah, that's literally the only day that I would have available. Cause I mean, maybe Tuesday? I don't know. I gotta figure out the cutoff, because it said December 30th was the cutoff, but I would like to like firmly stream it before the last day, just in case we needed to account for time zones or whatever. December, it's not lasting that long. It's literally just 1 week, so... Okay, who can we raid into? December? Oh. What, I said December? Oh no, Sunday this week. I don't know where I said December. September, yes, September. This last week of September, sorry, my brain is not braining. I've literally been talking for the past 3 hours nonstop. I need a rest. I need to, just go walk my dog on a really long walk at night. And hopefully nobody tries to kidnap me and kill me. It's fine. My neighborhood is safe, I think. So let's raid out. Woo! Who can we raid out to tonight? If someone kidnaps and kills you, I'm unfollowing them. Yeah, unfollow them. Let's see. Unfollow them. Who? Oh, you know what? Let's see if anyone's playing this game. Yes, there are people playing this game. There's 2 people playing this game. One does look like they are not an English streamer though. And then this other one, does look like they're an English streamer. So I can't promise you that this person has similar vibes to me because I've never been on their streams. So it's a little bit of a gamble. But we're going here to Fat Dog Studios. They are playing Threads of You Beyond the Bay as well. Right now they have like a BRB screen. They've been going for 8 hours, so I think they're going to be much further along in the story than we are. I'm probably not going to stay because I don't want any of like the story to be spoiled for me. But if you guys would like to see more of this game, then, stick around and I'm sure they'll be able to show that off to you. Fat Dog Studios. Yeah, the only other streamer in this category does not seem to be an English streamer, so unfortunately, I will not be raiding into them. But as always, you guys, please be happy, please be healthy, but most of all, please be kind. Be kind to others, because you never know what a smile, hug, or hello can do for someone who's having a bad day. Be kind to yourselves. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Get up and stretch your legs every once in a while, because if you don't, you might get an embolism, and then you'll die, and then we'll be really sad. You won't see the ending for Jean's little storyline, But yeah, please come to Thursday's stream for Deltarune because I'm gonna try to fight Spamton G Spamton some more and maybe beat him. Maybe get over my fear of the Pippuses. And, do a big shot. But hopefully we beat him and it's not just me like spilling spaghetti out of my pants for the whole 3 hours. All right, you guys, I love you. I will see you all later. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Say hello to this person for me. Stick around and just remember, when you are coming from my community, you represent me. So, don't let people think that we're a bad community. I'll hate you forever. Okay. Bye.